What are we talking about first?
Alright, hello everybody. Welcome to the Shitcast episode 3 featuring Miss Judy Bella, aka Sassy Neutrino, aka Bella, aka Annabella, aka Anna, aka Wife,
Hello.
and Will.
Hey, where am I?
And Blayford is standing in on this one. It's my
Yeah.
podcast, and I decided I was gonna invite him on again.
Bitch.
Also, a major announcement: we've decided that Bella is probably gonna be a permanent guest because we need girls for the
woman.
thumbnail.
We need to complete the trifecta with a woman.
The trifecta.
Exactly. So
in a little side note, Bella and I are gonna be drinking tonight.
Mhm.
I am enjoying some Red Trolley Ale by Carl Strauss.
I'm enjoying some Best Damn Root Beer by
Sounds so weak.
well, it says Best Damn Root Beer. I think it's Not Your Mother's, but it says on the side with an asterisk, throwback a throwback.
Throwback a throwback?
Throwback a throwback. So that's how you know it's good. That's how
All
you
right.
know it's made by like a dude in his mid-30s.
A dude and his mom.
Yeah, exactly.
Inside of his mom. Okay, well, first question. Well, first of all, welcome to the podcast. I haven't heard from you in a long time. First question. Have you ever shaved your pubes off? Bald.
Bald. Whoa.
No, I can't say I have.
Good. Don't do it. It's
Yeah,
It's
it'll
really
start
bad.
itching.
Dude,
You'll get
it's
rashes.
It's itchy and it's sensitive to the touch. Wearing
It-
pants is bad.
It hurts. It is the most painful thing. It's what you trim.
I've heard.
Well, see, you probably shaved it wrong though. You gotta think about that as well.
No, you probably did not shave it wrong, because everybody
dude,
who's
I
ever
shaved
done it
right.
itches.
I know how to shave, dude.
Mm.
It's like yesterday was pretty good. It was like a little bit sensitive, and then this morning it's like
Full on pain.
everything hurts.
You touch it and you just feel fire.
Like,
Yeah.
I don't mean to be graphic, but if someone rode my dick right now, I would probably have tears coming out of my eyes.
If someone sandpapered you with their ass.
Dude, if their thighs like kept pressing against like my pubic mound, which men don't have, but that's the area that I'm referring to.
Uh-huh.
I think I would go soft, and there would just be snot coming out of my nose, and my eyes would be just watering from all the it feels like someone is pressing like a lighter up against my body at all times. It's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
It is pretty bad. See, that's why, like I said, I want to do wax. Now that seems like it's like the pain that you will feel over the next few days, but put that into like a 3-second span. And I'd rather take that than, and then you don't have to worry about
Well,
it for a
plus
few weeks.
waxing is super smooth. Like,
Oh hell yeah! But
like
it's just someone
shaving,
has
like
to
it's
stare
like
at your
prickly
fucking.
after like 4 hours.
Someone has to stare at your goods.
I can wax myself.
Oh.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on.
Dude, I'm
You
gonna
have to-
wax. Wait, what about hair removal cream? That's a thing, right?
Oh.
Is it? Oh.
Actually,
Does it work? I don't know. I've never tried hair removal cream.
funny thing, because I am of Italian descent, I just my hair is very like head wherever thick and dark. So
Nice.
I
Yum.
I was looking for just cream, like just the removal cream, because I mean I hate shaving and I would go get waxed, but it's not something I'm gonna do all the time, and like you need to take care of it in between. So I was like, well, I guess I could try the whatever it's called, like the removal cream. Well, looking it up, the only thing that would come up with what I was looking for had to be men's. And
Oh.
so looking through it would be like men's removal cream for hairy arms, hairy
taint.
backs, hairy stomachs.
Hairy taint.
Well, it wouldn't list that. It didn't say it was for those areas. It was
Taint.
mostly for men's chests and backs, like their
Oh,
fucking
God.
gorilla backs.
Dude, that's why
And-
you get your girl to shave your back for free.
I can't imagine how long it would take to shave, like, Chewbacca's fucking back.
That's
With
why you.
Chewbacca the man.
That's why you just upkeep. You
Mm.
keep going back. It's
But I
like it's
thought-
like a daily thing. Like you wake up for work and you wake her up to shave your back before you go.
If I ever was waking up to shave someone's back, I think I would fucking throw myself out a window. Honestly, at that point, that's the only solution to that. All right, but yeah.
You could kill yourself.
So essentially,
Wow,
that
that's a
was that.
solution.
I was looking for cream.
That
I'm
always
pretty sure.
works.
I'm pretty
Isn't that-
sure I'm still gonna
Wouldn't
buy
throwing
it.
out yourself out a window like, oh, you'd probably die. Well, it depends on how high up, but you'd probably die.
Well, if I'm throwing myself out my window, I'm just laying on the pavement, which is like 2 feet below my window. So
Oh,
I think
you'll be
I'll
fine
be
then.
If I
Be
threw
like,
myself
"Ow!"
out of my window, I wouldn't actually be able to throw myself out of anywhere because the one window in my room doesn't open.
Well, okay, there you go. Solution solved.
All right, Tapper, you got questions for Will?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
Tits or ass?
You have to decide.
You know what? Good booty goes a long way.
Bruh, you gotta pick booty. There's no
I
other
agree.
solution. Because
agree.
boys can have tits. But not all boys can have booties. Not all girls can have booties either. It's just...
I have a booty. I'm thick as fuck.
Hey!
Thick
See,
boy.
I actually, I had a coworker, I think a few days ago. Someone came through my line, and my coworker said to me after she left, she was like, "Were you staring at her ass the entire time she walked away?" And I couldn't say no. Because I had been, right? But I don't stare at girls' tits when they walk by, just because it's
I do.
not that entertaining.
Yeah.
I stare at
but-
every girl ever.
No, I stare at every
I'll look at
girl's
a nice ass, but I don't just like look at her tits. Like,
I look at
look at
everyone's
that.
ass.
I tell her I'm staring at her ass.
And you let her know. You let her know. If you're
And then
staring at her tits.
I squeeze her boobs while I say, I'm looking at your ass.
Oh god.
Because she gets creeped out and then she walks away and I get a
But,
chance to see her
but
ass.
when you say that, you're not looking into her eyes either as you're speaking to
No,
her,
I'm
you're
looking
just
at me
staring at her
squeezing
tits.
her boobs.
That's the only way to go about it, too.
And then I grab her by the pussy.
Hey.
Oh, that's too far.
Trump. Okay. Anyway.
Hey,
Alright,
Will,
geez.
what you been up to lately? What you been hanging around? I
Oh,
know you've
fuck.
been chilling with Grace. Are you making that short film with her?
Oh,
Okay, so
oh shit.
that's just
You guys are having
it's just a
problem
class
here.
project.
Is it?
More like an ass project.
Oh fuck.
No, it's a class project.
Did you
Hold on, we
spill
have
beer?
No, I unscrewed the top and it's just jizzing all over me.
Oh, you're pathetic, dude.
No, it's
You
because
shook up the beer.
Didn't you hear what I said beforehand? So when I was tipsy,
Yeah, it was frozen.
I had
I
a
know.
whole bunch of them. Yeah, I froze them.
I know, but that's weak. I'm finished. My first beer is
Oh,
almost gone. I'm about to have my second one, and here you are wasting beer just with foam.
Hell no, I'm holding it. I'm holding the beer with my sock, and I drank the
What?
beer
With your
willingly
sock?
to soak it out. And I willingly just drank the beer off my sock.
Okay, that is kind of disturbing, actually.
Okay, I almost spit beer everywhere.
I do what I gotta do. I'm not here ready to waste the goods. No,
Dude,
this is good.
I
If Will's the guest, Will should be asked questions.
Okay, Will.
Good questions.
Follow-up
Yeah.
question.
What have you been up to?
Yeah,
Will?
hit the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Will.
Well, so lately I've just been doing a lot of math and things related to that. No, math math. And yeah, and in a couple weeks I'm going to the university to give a lecture about radio mathematics. It'll be kind of cool.
Nice.
That's cool.
That was fucking cool. Congrats.
Do you fly airplanes?
I do fly airplanes, actually.
Helicopters
Damn.
are cooler.
Well,
I can't deny that. I can't deny
They're
that.
so much cooler, dude.
Will, what are those vehicles called where you can like switch between like vertical and horizontal flight?
VTOL.
VTOL.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
yes.
right.
Vertical takeoff and landing.
I only know
Like
this
the
because of
V-22
Saints Row.
Osprey. Or the
Well-
Harrier.
I would love to fly an Osprey. That thing was sick.
I know
Things
how
are-
to fly
are
a
kinda
VTOL.
sketchy, though.
I only admittedly know those because of Saints Row 3. That's
Okay.
the only reason why.
Alright, well, you're not the guest this week, so...
Okay,
Wrap
well,
it,
I'll shut the fuck
wrap
up
it.
then. Alright.
This isn't about you, Anna.
I just opened my second beer, by the way.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, I opened my second, but I'm drinking both now together.
What? Alright, just for that, I'm gonna chug this one. Hang on. Okay, but first I need a burp, otherwise I'm gonna throw up. So
Okay.
I'm like a
Hit me
toddler.
with that. Go up right near your mic.
It's not gonna be a very
Ugh.
fancy burp or anything.
Oh, first one's down.
All right, here we
I'm
go.
caught up.
Second one's going. Ready?
Are you guys alcoholics or like what's going on?
Ew.
Knock it off.
All right, second one's gone.
No.
You're about to have a. You're about to die of a heart murmur.
Second one's totally gone. All right. That was fast.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't see. The thing is, I can chug. I can chug pretty easily, but I can't do that.
These are 12 fluid ounces.
I tried. I remember once being.
Oh.
Man, I want to get another one,
Oh,
boy.
fuck. I remember once when I think I was in the 6th grade. I was about 11 years old. I was outside with some friends, and they had dared me to chug an entire can of Diet Coke.
Oh,
Diet
Just
Coke. I
straight.
fucking hate Diet Coke.
Straight. No, the thing is,
I
didn't
hate
think
diets.
I didn't think that it would be that bad. But then you drink it all in one go, and you realize how fucking painful it is. That was one of the worst pains I think I felt in a short amount of time.
I can't.
The legal drinking age in Switzerland is only 16. Did you know that?
The what? The legal drinking age?
In Switzerland, it's 16.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that. In Mexico,
Yeah.
it's like whatever age you can order what you need.
If you can speak, you can drink.
I mean, I thought 18 was actually kind of low compared to most of the world.
Yeah, it is. Well, I mean,
It is.
I go back
Dude.
to Quebec, I drink.
On my 18th birthday, I'm gonna get wasted.
Wasted.
I'm gonna be like Anna, start messaging people on my Snapchat. I'm
You know what?
drunk.
I'm gonna send you guys a perfectly coherent message.
Do not send a picture. No pictures allowed. Tap what you're breathing again.
Are you gonna?
Oh,
are you
sorry.
Gonna
I
show
was
me?
looking at my girl's message.
All right, what's
Oh
it
yeah,
say?
speaking of that, there's a rumor going around that I have a girlfriend.
Oh,
Cool, man.
do you?
No, it's inaccurate. That's a
No,
lie.
of course not. Gross.
All right, but here's the thing.
Who's spreading rumors about me?
Well, here's the thing. You have to ask whether or not
Wife?
the rumors are true,
Oh.
or if you want the rumors to be true.
Dude,
Is there a woman?
Neither.
Oh, well.
Apparently,
No.
she's just
Oh,
his
okay.
best friend.
Oh, that's.
But actually, no, seriously, that's
But
actually the truth.
does she like blow you on the down low or?
No.
Does she
Oh,
does
well.
she tickle your asshole on the down low?
Please say yes.
Please say yes.
Absolutely not.
Is
I have
it-
a
but
crush
is
on a
it-
guy right now, guys. Like, no.
Is it me?
Really? Who
Oh.
is it?
Who
Is it
is
me?
it?
Well, what's his name? I'll tell you if I recognize him. I'll tell you. I won't tell
Okay,
you.
well-
I promise.
You don't
Oh,
know
just
him.
like you
He
won't
lives-
tell. Oh, hey, Will, I have a question.
Yeah.
How did you know about Bella and me?
How? What do you mean?
Yesterday you messaged someone. I can't remember what happened. You asked someone about like Bella sending me nudes. Who told you
Oh.
about that?
That would be medieval Mars.
Oh!
Mm.
Son of
Plot
a-
twist. Plot
Whoa! Top 10
Plot
anime
twist.
betrayals. Wow.
Plot twist. Oh.
Whoa. Oh my god.
Ooh. Ooh.
Is this some big event right now, or like what?
No, they all thought it was
Oh
me.
my god.
I can't believe you went behind our back like that.
Oh, that's dirty.
Wow. I would have never expected him. Like,
Wow.
I feel like.
What,
What?
are we playing Clue right now?
Okay.
Did Medieval Mars just come in with a pipe in the kitchen?
Well, I mean, we
Is-
had the TeamSpeak set up. It was Medieval Mars in Banana's bedroom with the kitchen knife.
Fuck.
with the iPhone. No. It was medieval Mars on Blayforth's cum-stained sofa with the man bun.
With the man bun.
With the ginger man bun.
Dude, Will, what do you think about Noah's man bun? Doesn't he look like a sex lord?
Absolutely not. That was so unattractive. I have no idea. I just can't
Block
explain
him.
it.
Wow.
Did I block him? No.
Was it too disgusting?
Did you look at it? Did it make your retinas burn into 2 pieces?
Yeah, I had a retinal detachment like the first time I looked at it, man. It was just
But then
Dude.
it fused back together.
The first time I saw it, I didn't even notice it. Like, I just sent like a picture of Mars to Tapper, and he's like, "Mars has a man bun."
Well,
Yeah,
see, I
boy.
knew he had a man bun because he told me the other day. I was like, "Tell me about yourself," and that was the first thing he said.
I
He
have
said,
a man
"I'm a
bun.
ginger." Yeah, he said, "I'm a ginger with a man bun," and everyone hates me.
It's true.
Alright.
Everybody does hate him.
Alright,
Oh.
who thinks I should get another beer?
Nobody. Fuck off.
Well, see, I don't get another one because I still have to wait for mine to.
Should I go
melt.
get a should I
My
go get a
second one to
Coors
melt?
Light from our fridge?
Oh, come on.
Should I go steal one of my dad's beers?
Should I go grab the giant bottle of Jack Daniels?
Oh wait, I can now tell my story. Now that you bring up Jack Daniels, I remember it.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right, you wanna hear my actual drunk story? I didn't tell you about
Yes.
this, but with Brandon.
I had one shot of Jack.
Okay, no.
I was
So
blasted.
I had this friend named Brandon, big
I
dude.
hate that
Must
guy.
have been like 6'4",
Fat dude?
200 something pounds. He was just big. He was just a tall dude. Like if I was standing behind him, you wouldn't be able to see me whatsoever. And
Well, you're not that big, so.
wait,
but
like,
okay.
whatever. Yeah.
Alright.
So we drank together a lot of times. I got pretty drunk most of those times. He never did once because he could drink anything and it wouldn't do anything to him. So one time we were like, "Hey, we're gonna go out. We're gonna call an Uber and we're gonna get drunk and then go have fun." And so he comes over to my place and we had was it tequila? I'm pretty sure it was tequila. And so we made tequila spritzer mixes because I can't take that. I'll throw up if I tequila. Just hard liquors like that gross me out. So I had mine mixed. He didn't. He just went straight. And I think I had one like whiskey glass of tequila, and I was already mad tipsy at that point. And then I had another, and then I had half of one, and that got me drunk to some terrible point. But then I don't know how much he drank, but I know that at some point he was falling over. And he'd gone to his car and I didn't realize that because I was drunk. And then I went outside and I brought him back. And next thing I know, he's crying in my bedroom. And I'm sitting there trying to comfort him while feeding him a sandwich. So and when I get drunk, I speak with a very high baby voice, like, "Oh, it doesn't matter if you're drunk. You should just eat the sandwich." That's kind of how I sound. And so it's me, drunk as fuck, sitting on the floor feeding him a sandwich from my
Nice.
store, by the way. And he is just crying his eyes out, talking about ex-girlfriends, talking about how everybody hates him, how he's so depressed. And I don't remember much, but then I remember however much time later it was, he's throwing up everywhere, and I'm screaming. I don't. It's another
like,
good point.
Screaming anything in particular?
No,
or
I
just,
have
screaming.
I have the worst phobia of vomit. It's a full-on phobia.
Oh, I see.
100%. So I'm in the corner. I had
Yeah, you wouldn't
backed
want to
up-
hang with
I
me.
had backed up like a spider the size of a dog had jumped in front of my face to the other side of my room, screaming and crying my eyes out. And he's throwing up on my floor. And I had ran out, and I think my mom came to me, or my little sister, and they're like, "What's wrong?" And I'm like, "Oh, just vomit on the floor. I can't help it. It's vomiting everywhere." And I don't remember much after that, but I remember being in the bathroom with my pants off
Nice.
and just shirt, underwear,
Shut up,
and
God.
I had my sister was sitting in front of me, and I was telling her that I didn't want to be drunk anymore, and I was still crying. I said, "Lizzie, I don't want to be drunk. I'm tired of being drunk. This is me saying I don't want to be drunk. I don't want to be drunk anymore." She was like, "Well, that's not gonna fucking happen." And I was like, "Well, I don't want to be drunk." And then don't remember much after that. And then
you
I
just
went,
will the
and
drunkenness
then
away.
I remember being on the couch.
No offense, Will.
And she put on
okay.
Grand Theft Auto playthroughs for me, and I don't
What a
remember
good
this,
sister.
but what she told me was that anytime anyone cursed, I would tell them not to curse, and I was just laughing my ass off with the tears still running down my face, but I was laughing like there's no tomorrow. And I had a Hello Kitty plushie in my hand, and I was drinking a Gatorade out of a sippy cup because that's all I wanted was a sippy cup. And then I don't remember the rest of it, and apparently I'd fallen asleep. And when I woke up the next morning, I didn't even want to see him. I think I went to him and I said, "Brandon, are you alive?" And he was like, "Yeah." And I gave him a plastic bag, like a garbage bag. I gave him some floor cleaner and I told him to clean the shit up. And then once he was done, I kicked him out and I never spoke to him again.
Nice.
And that was the last time I got completely blackout trash drunk, and it hasn't happened since then. I don't plan on it.
Awesome.
Is this the Brandon that I'm thinking of?
Yes, this is the brand you're thinking of.
Oh fuck.
Mm.
Brandon Stoot.
Hey,
Yeah,
should
boy.
we give the people some context of how you know me?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
How did you
So,
meet Will?
How did I meet you guys? Well, I met both of you together. It wasn't Will. At least I don't remember it being Will. I remember meeting Blayford and Will. On a
AKA
Gmod.
the Fighter 199 or something.
Yeah, no, but he was Blayford when I met him. And
No,
Oh.
it was at the tail end, like 2 days after I met you. I changed it.
Okay, well then I
Really?
only remember
Okay.
you at Blayford. And I met you guys on a Gmod server hosted by that dude Sparta. And that's where you guys came to know me. And I was Watermelon Jesus. And it took off from there. Mad friendship. Lots of
By the
video
way-
calls. Yes. Oh my god.
By the way, guys, you know, I wasn't the most pleasant person back in the day, and I wanted to apologize for that.
Oh, you're apologizing on record. That's so sweet. Thank you.
He's only doing it because of the recording.
No, that's
Apology-
not true. I don't even care about that, guys.
Apology accepted, and
Sorry for staring
I
at
mean,
your ass.
you wouldn't even have to apologize, because I don't even care. Like, it didn't ever bother me in any way. But thank you anyway. I appreciate the words.
No worries. And by the way, that was really funny. Oh, Anna's making her bed. I don't mind.
wait, what? I don't remember. See, this is what I said. I don't remember much of what we used to do because my memory goes back to 2 weeks ago, and that's about it.
All I remember is good times.
All I remember is me being a little burn victim with a watermelon on my head, and I made a car that I covered in something that said MILF.
MILF
MILF.
mobile.
Alright. Before we go too off track, apology not accepted.
Wait, why?
Well,
Why
I'm
is the
sorry you
apology
feel
not
that way.
accepted? You have to explain it though. You can't just say apology not accepted. Well, why not?
Because.
Okay, well then
Works
never
for
mind.
me, man.
Because you smell bad, and I hate you.
You're mean. And you smell like butts, idiot.
Ugh,
Anyway.
damn.
No, apology not accepted because you think airplanes are cool.
That's okay. I can accept
Helicopters
that.
Yeah.
are cooler.
Yeah. Fuck aircraft.
I'm all about that cyclic, if you know what I mean.
So when you take a plane, or an aircraft overseas, you're gonna fly in a helicopter? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, there's the Navy's out there somewhere.
Oh my god.
The Navy doesn't even have enough gas for all the
Whatever. That's what I mean, dude. There's ships stopped in the middle of the ocean, so they're like little helipads that you can stop and go on. They're like pit stops.
You should join the Canadian Navy and see if you ever do anything.
Dude, Will, you should get in on the Siamese autist house.
Don't
What?
don't say that name publicly, because then when it actually becomes a thing, people are gonna find it and be like, Siamese autist guys. And we're gonna have to like be like, no guys.
Let's look for Tapwort's fleshlight.
It's right here, dude. Do you want to hear me unscrew it?
No, I
no.
don't. I really don't want to hear you unscrew it.
Okay, I'm gonna slap it. Ready?
Knock it off.
God.
Do
Please
the
stop.
thing where you finger it.
No, don't.
Alright, ready?
No.
Wait,
Yeah.
oh wait, I'm gonna make. Remember that Snapchat I sent you where I was flapping around?
Yeah.
All right.
That was so good.
Oh. That's awful.
Is that making sound?
Yes.
Is this like an actual trademark, like brand fleshlight?
This is
Yeah,
this is
it's
a
the
real
Riley
It's
Ray
the Riley Ray
Utopia.
Utopia.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
That is high quality, guys. Wow.
It is, dude. It costed me like $89.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You spent
wow.
$89 on a.
No. I paid $70 for it because it was on sale because it was like Amazon Day or something.
You spent $70 on
Yep.
a fleshlight,
Yep.
something that
on a fake vagina.
on a cold.
Dude, just use your
silicone-
What happened to
hands.
Vaseline?
Fucking get
Vaseline.
some. Even if you want to be fancy with it, you just get some fucking coconut oil and go to town. Why do you need a $70 silicone puss? Oh,
I used coconut oil once. I smelled like coconuts for like a day.
Wait, what'd you do?
I used coconut oil once instead of like regular lotion, and I smelled like coconuts for a day.
Dude, it's all about like real lube.
I heard fucking with coconut oil is the thing though. I heard that's an experience. Yeah, apparently I don't know.
Yeah.
It sounds scary to me, but apparently maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that causes mad yeast infections.
Yeah.
But I.
And both of your gooches will
It
smell like
makes her-
coconut.
I don't
it
care,
makes-
dude. I love
you smell like
bread.
coconut.
I like yeast infections. I love bread.
Okay, no, just don't.
You know how yeast makes bread rise?
Uh,
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeast makes me rise.
I'm gonna.
It really puffs up that loaf.
I'm gonna take the memory I've created of hearing you say that and extract it from my mind and
Okay.
place it somewhere else.
All right, that's it. I'm googling hot pics of yeast infections. Okay, never
Let's
mind.
do
That was a
it,
bad
dude.
idea.
Hot yeast infection.
I like my yeast infections hot.
Yeah, nothing makes yeast infections better than heat.
Oh my god.
All right,
You guys are just fucking disgusting.
Seriously.
Yeah.
though.
disgusting, dude. Idiot. Okay,
All right.
another question for
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
Stephanie Pink, hot or not?
sorry, who?
Stephanie Pink?
I have no idea who that is.
The girl from Lazy Town.
Oh.
Oh,
The girl
God.
from Lazy Town. bro.
Not that again. Okay.
Hot.
Not that
Hot.
again.
Hot,
Again.
honestly.
I've already
You know-
hit it and quit it.
Not really my type, but if that's what you're into, I mean, by all means.
That's what you're into.
Dyed
then
hair
go
is like the
ahead.
best thing that human ever invented.
Blue dyed hair. That's my.
I've had
Rawr.
many instances. Pretty much every time I ever try to compliment someone on their hair ever, they say it's not supposed to be that color. It's faded. Like I had this girl come into my work and she said, or what I said, hey, I like your green hair, and she said it's not supposed to be green. It's supposed to be blue. And I felt like a fucking asshole. I was like,
Why?
oh,
You complimented them.
yeah, but she's like, oh, it's supposed to be blue,
Like
not
what?
green.
Like oh, I like your hair. It's supposed to be green. It's faded. Oh, well, it
Yeah,
looks like
well,
shit.
well, then, yeah,
Like,
and
what
then
do they
another girl, I think it was today actually. I said, "Hey, I like your pink hair." She said, "It's supposed to be red."
Well, the
Like-
problem is, you shouldn't say I like your pink hair. You should just say I like your hair.
Well, I just like to be specific. If I like someone's glasses, I'm not gonna say, "Hey, I like your face." I'm gonna say
Dude,
the
if I like
exact part
someone's
of it.
black dick, I'm gonna be like, I like your
Yeah.
black dick.
Yeah,
Dude.
you're not gonna say I like your dick, right? You're
Who-
just gonna say your black dick, right?
No.
Are,
I like your
are you a
dick.
lesbian?
Excuse
Not-
me.
Actually,
No, she's married to Tapwart.
Actually, I am bisexual. I like both of
Oh.
them.
Yep.
I'd consider myself more pansexual though, because I don't really give a damn what you do or who you are. I just want to do like a touching my hair.
I
then-
just want you to finger me.
Yeah, sure, that works. That's about it.
Well,
That's
there's
the
something we have in
definition
common.
Can you finger my urethra?
of it. Yo, have you ever seen that GIF or
I've seen
that
so many
posted
gifs.
of the one where the dude pours like larva into his urethra?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god.
No.
Have you ever seen that one where he
Experience.
stuck like a what is that thing called? It's like
He put so many bugs up there.
it's like the
Yeah,
thing
like-
you use
Yeah,
to like
ants.
measure meat temperature. A meat temperature measurer.
Oh, I know.
I
You
saw-
got the metal
I saw-
one.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
that's
saw a
pointy
video of
at the
someone
end.
sticking that up their fucking
That's
urethra.
that's pointy at the end though. That sounds
You
so
know-
painful.
I was at the emergency department about a month ago, and
Uh-huh.
there was this one guy who they called him a urologist, and he was very public about his patient. Basically, he injected a needle into his package and sucked out
He,
like
Penis.
what,
he stuck it
like
into his
500
fat
milliliters
dick.
of fluid.
Oh
All
no.
right. Priapism.
Yeah, I guess so.
No.
That's delicious.
Well, see, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to the emergency room. I'm gonna take a syringe and drain all the fat from my tits, and then put them
No.
beside me and be like,
No.
"Hey, doctors,"
That's supposed to be there.
and then I'll re-inject it
You're
after I
supposed
put the
to
fat in
leave
the
the fat
microwave.
in.
I'll put it in the
I'm
microwave and
I'm
see
gonna
it.
drain out the fat, put it in the microwave, and eat it.
I'm gonna
And
add
then-
it to my
and then-
smoothies.
And then it'll go back to my tits afterwards.
Disgusting.
And then I'll gain weight in my tits and I'll come back. Oh, can you imagine? I hate the sight of fat. I've seen my own fat, like actual fat, once, and I almost
What?
wanted to die. Well, it was when I got the cut on my arm when I was doing dishes.
oh,
'cause
oh,
I
you
didn't
mean
know.
like actual
Yeah, like actual
cellulite.
fat.
Okay.
Yes, the real fat underneath
Oh,
skin.
okay. I
'Cause
thought
I
like
had-
I never look in the mirror.
No,
like,
no, no, no.
I
When
saw
I
my
had,
fat.
well,
today.
because when I got my cut, when I was doing dishes, I don't know. Well, yeah. So I was doing dishes. I dropped the mug and it stabbed me in the arm, and I didn't
Oh,
notice because
fuck
it was so quick that I didn't feel it. But I guess I still knew it happened. It's just like me on the outside couldn't feel it, but I knew that I had been stabbed, and I looked down, and all I see, because the blood hadn't even started pouring out yet, was skin, fat, and muscle, and I
Oh
wanted
my
to
god.
pass out. I looked at it and then it started bleeding everywhere, and I just like yelled. I was like, "Ah!" And then I went to the hospital. But I had to sit down. I had to actually sit down and drink some water because I felt like I was about to pass out and throw up. I can't take the sight of it. It's just the yellow white. Ugh. Nope, I'm not
I know
about
what
it.
you mean.
Yeah, it's gross.
It is, but last week, actually, last Friday.
Last week, actually, last week, I cut myself open in the stomach and I saw my fat. I almost threw up. Yeah, what happened last week?
Last Friday, I cut myself on my neck somehow, and I'm just sitting in the class, and then all this
Bleeding
blood
out,
started
bleeding out.
pouring down. Yeah, all this blood started pouring down my white collared shirt, and everyone's just like, "What the fuck is your issue?" And I look over, and my arm is red. I'm like, "Okay, time for me to go."
I gotta bounce. See y'all later.
Yeah. So then I had some duct tape in my locker, so I just taped it up,
You
Oh,
taped
what
it.
the fuck?
Like a badass.
You can go to any nurse and ask for a band-aid, and you're like, well, duct tape, that'll do. That's fine.
Well,
What's this?
duct tape doesn't come off.
Yesterday,
But band-aids are supposed to come off.
yesterday when I was
That's the
shaving
entire
my
idea.
pubes, I nicked my balls.
Technically, from what you showed, you nicked right underneath your balls, not
No,
on your balls.
It wasn't. It was like the shaft. It was the base
Okay.
of the shaft.
Yeah.
Because the way I started is I started by using clippers to just get the long ends,
Uh-huh.
and then I went through with a razor and I clipped myself with the clippers
Oh,
actually.
no, you cut
And
yourself with
they
the scissors?
they really like chewed in there. No, clippers, not scissors. Like electric clippers. Like
Oh, yeah, I see what you mean.
yeah. So those because I took the guard off of it instead of switching to the shortest
Uh-huh.
one. I just took the guard off because that's usually how I like shave my neck. And
Yeah.
I didn't think about how much softer genital skin is, and I
Oh,
like
so you just
it,
saw
it
it
really
into your
it,
fucking
it really
shaft.
chewed in there, dude, and it was like
Oh my god.
oh man, it didn't hurt that bad, but it was bleeding like a bitch, dude. Like I
You
had like
know-
a fat thing of toilet paper pressed against it, and as soon as I
Mm.
would lift it off, it would just start like gushing out.
It just seep out. Well, see, the worst for me and the worst spot, I don't pretty much just shave my legs. That's like a daily thing.
Cool.
And the worst spot is when you're trying to get, like, the tendons on the underside of your knee, like your knee pit.
Yes.
If you cut the tendons right there, like the skin, not only is it absurdly painful, but it just bleeds out everywhere. It's the worst. I'm pretty sure most people who shave their legs be like, oh fuck yeah, that's the worst spot.
Why am I in the
The
shed?
fuck! I told
Oh,
you not to
Mars
come
is
in
here.
here.
No,
Fucking
no, wait.
idiot.
We can bring him in and we can
No!
roast him.
No, he can
Hey,
stay in
Ruben.
here.
Yeah,
Why-
no, wait. Actually, no.
Everybody
keep him in here because
welcome.
we can interrogate him.
All the shitcast
Why
cast
am I-
listeners.
Who the
Hey,
fuck is
okay,
Will?
okay. We'll get back to your story, Bella.
Shut up! You know exactly
Okay,
who Will
Mars,
is.
listen up. Listen up.
Oh, is this Shitcast?
Yeah,
This is
welcome to
Shitcast.
Yes.
Shitcast.
Yeah,
All right,
welcome
Oh, I'm
Shitcast.
sorry. I'll be quiet. I'm sorry.
Listen up. No. We have a question for you.
Okay.
Did you tell
So
anybody
we asked
recently about
we asked
our,
Will about me and Bella's relationship and how he knew so much. And we thought that it was Blay, that he was just lying to us about what he had told her, and it turns out it was you.
I haven't talked to Will at all. Why would I ever
Hell,
talk to
wait a
fucking Will?
minute.
I've never
That's okay.
talked
Okay,
to
wait a
Will.
minute.
Okay,
That's,
the
that's
clue
why
game.
That's why I didn't think. That's why
What
I
the
thought
fuck?
it was
Why would I
Blay.
talk to him?
I-
Dude,
Here's-
you know what just
okay,
happened?
Okay, here's what
Thanks.
I think. I think Caleb messaged Will
Will
and,
and told
him
him
not
Dude, you know
to
what's
say
you know what's
anything.
happening right now? You know what's happening? So we thought before
That's exactly what he fucking did.
That's
He's
what happened.
giggling in the
Dude.
corner.
Will, right now, tell me the truth, or you're getting banned.
Okay, it was Caleb.
That's why he said for me not to come in here. He's trying to fucking sabotage me.
God.
Oh,
These assholes.
no.
Blay, we asked you before we started recording, and we gave
Oh.
you
You are
You
a real
lied
piece
to her.
of shit.
Blay for it. You lied to my face not only once. Then I gave you a chance to come clean, and you lied it directly, like, into my mouth. Like, you whispered your lie right into my open
We
mouth.
we thought it was Mars with the phone in the kitchen, or where was it? And it turned out to be Blayfort with the phone in the shed. Oh, this dirty bastard.
I just
He was
wanted to
looking-
get
he
Mars
was-
in trouble.
He was looking over at Will's cars and he was telling them not to show him. Oh.
Hey, Noah,
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about that.
are we cool?
No.
Oh, wait, he wasn't,
Why?
he
What,
wasn't-
what did I
wait,
do to you?
He wasn't here for no,
Um,
not here. He wasn't here for the apology.
Nothing really. I just haven't talked to you, and I don't really know you.
Well, can you can you guys take this outside? Can you,
Get out of the shed.
Can you take this out of the
We are
shed?
outside.
We're outside in the shed.
We're trying to drink alcohol and have good times,
Anyway,
and you are.
I think I'm gonna get another beer actually, because
Oh, for
my
fuck's
second
sake.
one and actually my third one is like settled,
Well,
and I'm not feeling
honestly,
anything.
Mine is still defrosting, but I feel like if I get up, I'll pee myself because I need to go to the bathroom really bad. So I'm just gonna
We'll
hold it out.
Okay, I'm
No,
gonna
we'll see.
I'm gonna get a fourth beer then.
All right,
Hang on.
you go get
I'm
your
gonna go get a
fourth,
beer as
and
well.
you get your fourth, and I'm gonna sit here and
I'll be
I'm gonna
back.
talk and be entertaining while
Okay.
they are. All right, so
Can you pee on my face?
another time. All right, go get your beer.
Okay, I'll
But
be
like,
right back.
make sure you like have a really high body temperature, so it's really warm pit.
All right, hold on.
Yes.
He's gonna go
Can
get
you
his
pee
beer.
on my face when you have a fever?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
Go,
cool.
go
I'm
do your
back.
thing. All
I
right,
got my
so,
beer.
It's just a Coke.
bro, he's gonna add it to his
Dude,
collection.
you're drinking it from a can. Like, I don't
holy
care what it
shit.
is.
All right,
It's,
Caleb.
I'm
uh,
feeling
Molson
it.
Canadian.
Whoa. This
No,
is
I
some
didn't
big
think of that
alcohol.
myself.
Oh no, Molson Canadian is the one Canadian beer we sell at my work, and
right back.
nobody buys it. Nobody.
You guys don't sell Budweiser Prohibition Brew down there, do you?
I don't know. I don't stock beer. I
All
don't
right,
have
tap
to.
it. This.
But now I feel left out.
Yeah, that's what happens when you don't use Facebook.
I'm supposed to be commentator number 3, and I'm not even getting the gross pictures.
It's okay, I'll put it in the video.
Well, I want to see it first.
Should I be
wanna know what-
concerned?
I don't know what you guys are laughing
Alright,
about.
I'll post it for all you guys.
Oh yeah.
I swear.
Watch the whole thing, yo.
Okay, I'm watching the whole thing.
Okay.
I'm not opening that.
Oh my god.
link in the chat. Click the link in the chat.
I don't know if I want to.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to.
Will, what is it?
It's I don't even know, man. Just don't even open it. I checked. I'm not quite
We're
sure what it
laughing
is.
our
actually.
asses off. Open it. It's good.
Oh.
I was just
Awesome.
watching and I stopped paying attention. I was like, did another video start playing?
What? Okay, I'm gonna get hit by a deleter just to say this shit.
Oh my
I
god.
wasn't
You
expecting
Alright.
that. I thought
have
there was
to
gonna
show
be-
that on the podcast, otherwise people won't understand.
Okay.
You have to.
Okay,
Oh
what?
my god.
Okay.
You guys are sick.
Sorry, Will. I'm so sorry.
We just have to have a laughing session.
All right,
That's
now
okay.
that that's out of the way.
Oh.
Oh, the best part about that was it was silent, and then all you heard was,
The roars, dude. Oh my god.
Alright, I'm downloading a copy of the video right now.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
That laughing from that just worked off the two
Just-
beers I drank.
Just derailed the entire podcast.
Fucking
Everything
shit.
just went to shit.
The shit, literally.
Alright, I'm gonna watch it one last time.
Yeah, I'll be
The
back. I'm
shit
gonna go
to
throw
the
up. Hold on.
fucking Chewbacca yell. I wasn't expecting that. I
the
knew
way
it was
he
gonna be
shakes his
something.
head at the very end. I wonder how he recorded that. Like, what did he use to get that shit going?
I love how some of it lands on top.
I know, it's disgusting. Lands like on the wall of the toilet.
Oh my god.
Alright.
Did you watch it, Will?
Yeah.
Was your auntie in the room? Are you banned now?
Oh my god. Whew. Anyways,
Dude,
that was the funniest thing
Hey, are
that's
you
happened on the
dating that one
podcast.
girl that's in my TA?
Okay. No, I'm not actually. She's just
She
my
really
friend.
fucking likes you.
What? Okay, which one?
She's got glasses. She's like.
Oh, that
curvy.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think she likes me that way.
I don't know. She had a picture.
How do you know? If a
She had
girl's trying to
she
blow
had
you,
a
she's trying to blow
picture of
you.
you up, and it had like a heart next to it, and then she's like, "Look," she showed it to her friend. And she's like, "Oh, that's cute." And she's
What
like, "I
the
know,
fuck?
you're so cute."
Okay,
So,
no, that did not happen. That did not happen.
No, it fucking did. I took a picture of it and sent it to Blake. I swear to God.
Can you send that to me, please? Like, actually?
See if I still have it. Do you, I don't have you on Facebook, do I?
No, you don't. But okay, but I'll believe you. But okay, that's kind of really weird because I told her I'm not that way.
This kind of went really off track.
Hey, how are you doing, Anna?
Oh, I'm good. I had a good day.
Yeah. You
I
have work today?
Oh, I worked 10 to 7:15.
That's a shitty.
What the fuck?
Actually,
What?
7:15 is way better than my shift. So
Oh, it's what I gotta do to make money.
it's not necessarily like. the fact
No,
that it's, like,
I
a
helped
long
out this.
shift, but-
It was actually this lady was in she was in a motorized scooter and she needed help out to her car. So I said yes, I'll jump off register and I'll help you to your car. And so I bring her out and I got in trouble, not like actual trouble, like where they were mad at me, but it was just kind of they gave me a warning like, yo, you can't stay out there that long. But I must have been out with her for 20 minutes, 25
Holy
minutes,
fuck,
just
who are you
talking.
with that lady?
Well, she wanted to talk about some shit. First off, she was like, "Yo, you look just like
That
my
lady's gonna be a
daughter-in-law."
therapist now.
She said I looked like her daughter-in-law, and it was down to that. She said her daughter-in-law was part Italian, which I am, or mixed Italian, and she was like, "Wow, you look just like my stepdaughter. She used
Wait,
to work at the
what's
same
the-
job as you."
What's the rude term for Italian people?
They're called wops. At least
Wop?
I know that's my grandfather calls me. He calls me a wop.
You fucking wop.
It's a
You
without.
walk
It's,
me?
it stands for without papers.
What
Oh
does that even mean?
no, it's like that's pretty much like saying FOB.
Oh.
Off boat. Off the boat.
Yeah, but that's the only one I
Okay.
know. But yeah, so she was saying that, and then she was saying how, this lady had cut her off in traffic. This white lady. And then we got to talking about how she had a bum hip, and then she was recommending me
bum hip.
cane, and then she was recommending me canes. And then we're talking about the shitty doctors. And then somehow it got into Trump, and then she gave me a hug, 2 hugs, and then she asked for my schedule, and then she said goodbye.
Did you give her your
Well, that's
schedule?
really
Oh,
nice.
I gave her my schedule.
She's fucking visiting you
She
every
said,
single
yeah,
day.
she said she's gonna come
Sounds
in
like my
next
mom.
time, and she's
I-
gonna come see me at work.
I made the mistake of telling a lady when I worked because I like helped her a lot, and now whenever she comes to the Canadian Tire, she goes straight to the sports desk and like comes and talks to me for like 20 minutes.
That's
Was
honestly the best
Pop
thing
in
ever, though.
Mars?
That's
Like,
the.
No, it's
She-
like,
she's
it's
only
nice
coming
to
there
take a break,
to-
but like at the same time, it's like, lady.
She's only coming in there because she's never seen a ginger man bun anywhere else.
That's true. She's
And
like,
she-
this kid looks so fucking retarded. I need to like,
And what do you call this?
photograph him.
What is this thing
What
on your
did you
head?
say it was again?
She comes in there to watch
A
you speak
man
because
bum?
she doesn't
A
think
man
you're a
bum?
real person. So she has to decide whether or
amazed.
not you're human or not.
She's still trying to figure it out. She's like, is this a
Yeah.
fucking alien? Is there an eyeball in that fucking hair?
Some sort of a man bum.
Yeah, but I love I have so many dedicated customers that come in all the time. One came in
Do
today
you
and
fuck them?
one came in today and he was saying how he wanted to come in when the hurricane was going on, to make sure I was
he wanted
safe.
to come
Oh,
in.
I'm sure he wanted to come in.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Well, and then I had
That's where
another-
you gotta protect your wife.
I know, dude. She's on the other end of the country. I'm gonna have to go like crack some skulls
Tapper's
over the
gonna
weekend.
You're
or
gonna have to
something.
go into my store and bring a.
It's just like
Fucking
this nice old lady,
baseball
and Tapper
bat.
just start
Yeah.
like kicking the shit out of her.
He's got what's a dude from Walking Dead? He's gonna pull one of those and line them up in a
Lucille?
row and say,
Oh,
"Who are we gonna knock out?" And then she's gonna go one by one, including the grandmothers.
I know
I'm
the
gonna
name
kill
of the baseball
Bobby.
bat,
I'm
but not the
gonna
guy.
wring his neck.
Yeah,
What's his Bobby?
no, I have these Canadian ones as well. These 2 old ladies. They gave me hugs.
Aw.
I got a bunch of hugs today.
Oh, somebody
Anna,
gave
have
me
you ever
$5, and we're not even meant to
Have I
take
ever vaped?
tips.
Actually, 2 days ago, one of my coworkers I do floor care with, he is mad into vaping, so I sat with him in his car during lunch, and he was like, "Let's hotbox this bitch," and I'm like, "Well, this is vape, so I
Awesome.
don't really know if that's a thing." But
Oh no, it is. It is.
It's
There's
stupid as
kids
fuck,
that
though.
do it in the high school parking lot. Blaze should know about this. He goes to Fowler.
There's not
Um,
very many people that go to Fowler vape. Most of them just go down to the 7-Eleven and smoke poot.
Okay, breaking news, everybody. Breaking news. You heard it here first.
Yeah.
Dive Baker Confessions number 759. Tag a hot girl. Emily
What?
tagged Noah with the message finger gun, winky face.
Ooh.
What does it say?
It says
I'm gonna respond and say finger gun me.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that
Me
too.
too.
Finger gun me.
finger
To my
me gun.
girlfriend.
You guys
What if you-
follow
what
the
if you-
Deef confession page? What the hell?
Yeah, I don't even fucking no one from D follows that shit. I've had people come up to me and be like, "Look at this." I'm like, "Wow, that's gay."
I love how like whoever runs this, if it is even a person and not just some bot, like literally will post anything.
Yeah. Oh no, I once said like, oh, when it like was like big at our school, and it was like, "Oh my god, check this out." I told it to post something like really retarded, and it did it. It was like the 34th one.
Number 768. Grills. They keep stealing my friends.
That's me.
Number 769. So is this page alive?
So, is this page alive? I can't get on Facebook.
I can't either, dude. I never go on there.
Well,
I just use
I
it to
don't.
message.
I used to only go on there because that's how my Canadian friends message me. But it's just I have so many terrible. If you guys try to look up my name, you're gonna see a picture
I have
of
you
me
added.
from so you know what's on there.
Yeah, I have like a bunch of really shitty photos
you
that Blaze
have
Tap would like to take from
the-
there as well.
I need you to solemnly swear to me right now that whatever is on there is going to stay between you and I, because I've left that Facebook page dead and I don't plan on it being revived anytime soon.
Well,
Definitely
you know,
not. I'm definitely
I
sending-
made the exact same mistake, Anna, and now the fucking slime snake's out. So
Well,
Beefy slime steak.
BC slime
made
snake. Put that
I
on
made
the
my-
stream.
no, I made my Facebook
No.
in the 6th grade. It was my mom said, "Hey, you're allowed." So I made it with my my live account. It was at live.com. Back when I still used MSN.
That
It was
is
an
old,
old
man.
because Gmail didn't really exist back then. And so it was either Hotmail or Live, and she didn't want me using Hotmail, so she let me use Live. But that's what my MSN account was also connected to. So it was Hello Kitty something at live.com. And
Ew.
6th grade was kind of where my scene phase peaked. And so I
Nice.
had a lot of Green Day and My Chemical Romance posts
Ew.
and edgy pictures. with
Holy shit!
terrible
What is
grammar.
this?
Link me.
Don't. You better not, Caleb. I will never talk to you again
Poke
if
me,
you
poke
share
me with a link.
anything on that page. I
Dude,
will.
with a link.
Anna's gonna know because you're gonna start laughing.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
Everything on there is laughable because it is all 7th grade and younger, and I was a cringy ass little girl in the 7th. You better
yeah,
Poke
not.
me with a
Don't
link. I
worry.
won't
You
laugh.
better not.
I won't laugh.
I'm about to be divorced after all this is seen.
That
Yeah, I
you
won't
can't
laugh.
you can't risk your citizenship on a picture.
Shut up. I genuinely love this girl. Let it be known.
Yeah, but she might not love you.
Is that what you're going to tell the government?
Yeah,
Don't-
exactly.
Don't.
How do you say
you better
NSA in
not.
Canadian?
We have
NSA, eh?
NSA.
NSA.
what is our service called? It's like JF2,
Bless you.
JTF.
Thanks.
You better not though.
What?
There's
Squared.
some bad shit
Yo,
on there,
you-
Caleb.
Anna,
There
you posted this picture?
Hey, wake up.
Dude,
You
look at-
posted this picture?
No. Why did you?
Uh-oh.
No. Why'd you put it in? Caleb.
What? That's
Don't
funny,
do
dude.
it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Epicfail.com.
Fail. Epicfail.com.
I had so in the 6th grade with me.
Is that you in
We
the
all-
6th
we all
grade,
need to
Anna?
get costumes
in the-
like that at the
in the
Siamese
6th
house.
grade with me and my good friend Alex, we both of our Facebooks had a like
Normie
a no, it was a like what do you call it, like a Facebook like where pictures, like you have a certain, what's the word, like a
Dude, I
like a
love
file,
Fail
I guess,
Army.
and it was just fails.
Album?
It was only, yeah, it was like an album, and it was just fail photos, and I have so many, so many, and then the rest are like tag pictures and things posting about how I thought the members of My Chemical Romance were so hot.
Gross.
From
Well, dude,
fucking-
I can't blame you though. Do you remember Failblog?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude.
I think I do
remember
as well.
Failblog.
I remember Failblog.
I used to take like as many pictures as possible. Like I like took one, like there was like a shoe just laying on the side of the road.
And you're
I took a picture of that, like I failed at being a shoe. That shoe's not on somebody's feet.
Hey, Anna.
Yeah.
Fuck
What
you.
happened to Sarah?
Oh, you want to know what happened to Sarah?
Oh no, here we go.
I mean,
Please.
this
She
is
was
a-
she was
this is-
completely mean to me.
This is a public thing. She could see this and be like, that bitch, and then come find me at my store and shank me. But she
Uh-oh.
basically, I broke up with a dickhead, and she
Okay.
instead of being like, oh Anna, I'm so sorry, this is terrible, she was like, yo, free boy, let me catch that dick, and she stopped talking to me and dated him. And so I was
Wow.
like, well, you're a fake ass hoe. And she was like, don't talk to me like that. I was only nice to you, and I'm just fucking him because he's nice to me. And I'm like, well, you're about to get your life or your soul torn into 2 pieces once he fucks you over. And then
And it happened.
And yeah, and it happened, obviously, because I told her it would. And then 2 years later, she's like, not even 2 years, like a fucking like 7 months later, she's like, oh, he was so mean, he was such a dick. Actually saw her at my work. She was like, hey Anna, I'm having a graduation party. I'm like, wow, cool. She was like, yeah, so that relationship went horrible. Was he like this to you? I'm like, oh yeah, didn't I tell you that? And I never, yep. She was like, yeah, we should hang out, and I said okay, and then I didn't message her when she texted me.
Okay.
Basically,
You know what happened?
she just kind of fucking ditched everybody and was like, "Let me catch that dick,
Fade. Oh,
that used
Okay.
dick."
used dick.
What? I don't want to interrupt your story, but I'm getting beat up by like a 7-year-old and getting called a nigger.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like
Just-
Wow.
Just because my character's black. So all I'm
Dude,
saying
dude,
is
tell
all
him-
the
tell
him
Southerners
if he-
are racist.
Tell him if he doesn't shut up, you'll put your dick in his butt.
All right,
No.
language. Watch your language on this.
Yeah,
on
I'm
this
sorry.
server.
I'm
Christ,
This is a
sorry.
Christian
Okay.
server.
No, you know
This is a
racial
Christian
slurs.
household.
Dude,
Okay,
Anna, why do you have
Caleb.
Abby added on Facebook like my sister?
Oh, I
added
told
on
you, because
Facebook?
she was my friend. She used to message me every single day.
Yeah, but you hated that shit. You told me how much you hated it.
Well, I still at her though.
Okay, but you know what happened with me and Sarah is I don't know how this is even related, but one of my long ago friends messaged Sarah, and she I don't know, they were related somehow, and this is a Calgary person, by the way. And so, long story short, Sarah was like harassing her online or something, and I was like, "Well, could you please stop?" And I was told to f off, and, like really hostile.
Because she just wanted some half Korean dick that literally had been dumps like a month prior. Yeah,
Okay,
she
so
went...
wait, is
Huh?
this is the male in this relationship a person who I'm thinking of? Is that correct?
Oh yeah, it's exactly who you're thinking of.
Can you
Yeah,
say his name?
it's
Not
him.
act like this is a fucking investigation.
All right, well, yeah, Bobby. Yeah, it was
Dude,
Bobby. And
I
yeah.
thought you were perfect for each other. Like, what happened?
No,
there?
you weren't. Shut
Oh
up.
no,
Bad
it
taste,
wasn't.
Bobby was a dick.
Bobby wasn't.
Weren't you ready to move to Atlanta or something like that?
What, Atlanta, Georgia?
I don't know.
Fuck him.
No,
I'm moving to
I had
Atlanta,
visited-
bitch.
I had visited New Jersey a couple times, and I fucking hated the state. I should have known that was a terrible thing in the first place, because New Jersey is the worst state in America.
Yep.
Wyoming.
Actually, Florida is, to be honest.
No,
Yeah.
because Florida has some good club scene.
Hey,
not gonna lie.
Tapwood,
Great.
Heading down to Portland pretty soon.
Portland,
Portland?
Oregon. You know what's
Yeah.
really funny?
That's
Before I moved,
pretty far away.
Oregon was the only state I never knew existed before I moved to the U.S. And then I
Really?
moved here, and I was like, "Wow, I've never heard of this place called Oregon." And I read the name of it, and I pronounced it Oregon, and people were like, "No, that's Oregon." And I still feel like it should be pronounced Oregon. But I never.
Well,
knew
it's
it
like
was a
how-
The
thing.
only states I knew existed were Florida and California.
California,
Like,
yay, fantastic.
I'm gonna be
That's
honest.
the because that's the only ones that are important. Look here, look at the
What
people
about like
in here.
Washington?
Hey,
Fuck
Will,
that.
Okay.
will you come have a threesome with me?
And who?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you come and have a threesome with me and Blay?
You're not really my type, but you know, I think we can make something.
What is
work.
your type? A hole in the wall?
No, my fuck you.
That is no.
What a savage.
Oh my god!
You have
Oh my
been
god!
banned.
I almost had a stroke. Oh.
No,
I'm
my
sorry,
type is
Will.
feminine boys.
Ah, so you
Is
like
what?
you like the little, what are they called, twinks? You're into twinks.
Yes, twinks,
Ah,
Wait, what is your type?
twinks,
twinks.
twinks.
What does
Blue
that
hair
mean?
especially.
Like
A
traps?
twink? No. Yeah, like traps.
Is it
But
like
Like
twinks.
femboys?
Twinks are young
Yes.
femboys.
Nice.
They got nice, cute
Nice,
asses.
dude. The penis makes it cute, am I right?
Yeah.
Dude.
Well,
I-
that's
I-
kind of the idea, yeah.
I put hashtag
awesome.
gay on one of my Instagram posts, and some like legit gay dude started following me. I went on his account. It's like
Oh, yeah.
all ass and dick pics.
Nice, dude. Cool.
Wait, want to
That's
hear a
cool.
funny story?
What?
Yeah.
So, literally yesterday, yesterday on Instagram, and I have two accounts. One I use to follow safe for work stuff, and one
And one
not
is
so
to
much.
follow dicks.
Twinks.
I
Yeah.
followed
So-
To follow twinks. Yes.
Anyway. Noah, you know that girl with the glasses that you think likes me?
that guy with the glasses.com.
The girl, no, shut up. Okay, so she was using my phone, and she was on my not safe for work account, and all of a sudden she's like, "What the fuck is this?" And there's like dick pics everywhere.
Twinks.
I'm like, okay.
It's
Oops.
Twinkies.
Can you send me the sauce?
You got sauce?
What?
You have sauce?
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 Am I your type, Will? Or is like
No.
the beard like a turn off?
Am
No.
I your type, Will?
Yes.
No.
Do you like aliens?
Out of all of
No.
us, who's your type the most?
No, he likes astronauts.
Out of
He goes,
all
don't
of
get it
you?
mixed up.
He's
Dude,
gonna say animal.
astronauts?
God.
I am an astronaut. That's why I hide under my man bun.
This guy
Good to
came to
know.
my work today, and I was going to. He asked me where the bathroom was, so I said, "Hey,
Up your ass and around the corner.
I'm going." Shut up! Shut the fuck up for 1 second. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to the bathroom to get changed. Let me bring you to where all the bathrooms are." And so I walk with him, and like, "Hey, how's your day going?" He's like, "Oh, it's going as good as it can. How about yours?" And I was like, "Yeah, it's fucking good." And he was like, "Yeah, well, mine's good because I'm still alive." I'm like, wow, that's a great way to look at it. You are
Okay.
still alive. And I thought he was just being one of those uber positive ones, and he was like, "No, I'm still alive. I mean that seriously. I work for like the what do you fucking say?" He said like the special something force of
Special
Orlando. And I'm like, wait, what? I'm just trying to walk you to the
I
bathroom,
think he's
my
trying to
dude.
impress you. Ooh, Tapper,
No,
you gotta
he
fight someone
was
from the special something
he
force
was
of Atlanta.
no, he was
I'll break his ass off.
he was looking at the like straight ahead, like he was having flashbacks to terrible times. And I felt legitimately like
Legitimately.
legit.
What kind of fucking shit do you do in Orlando that requires a special force?
Drugs.
Drugs. Yeah, you mean the fucking police?
We have
Like-
a lot of cocaine in Florida.
What about like the police / FBI?
Oh, they're busting
Oh,
grandmas
yeah,
for
they
driving
don't
in
do
the left
anything.
lane.
Okay, Blay, read this headline out loud,
wake
please.
up.
All right, is
Oh, damn, that's hot.
Is that the headline?
that the headline?
I want to read that.
Read
Oh,
the
is this a
headline
little,
out
is this a
loud.
little twink?
Yes, please.
Right, the headline says,
Yes.
"Sex robot sent for repairs after being molested at tech fair." Of course, that's why it was sent for repairs. Because it was molested at a tech fair.
What kind of
If
text
anyone wants to
threads
see my
are fucking-
type, I just sent an image. So if
Yeah, I
you're
know. I,
really
I
that
saw
curious,
it. It's a
yeah.
little.
That
little
guy
twink.
is not my type. I like traps. I mean,
But that's-
I am
He's
like
like a low key trap. Look how short he is.
No,
There's a
no,
picture of him with another dude.
I'm like as straight as they come. This is not my
Oh,
type. I like chicks with dicks. I like
Okay,
I like
I'm about to
petite,
see this
petite
shit.
boys.
like Japanese
Oh, he's a furry
girls.
too.
Ew.
Yeah, he is. That's not
Dude,
really
I
something I'm
could-
a fan of, but you know.
I could totally get behind like a girl who likes a little bit of cat play.
Is that because I mentioned
Dude,
kitten play
look,
not so long
dude,
ago,
like-
and now you're all over it.
Like
Will, remember
like,
when
butt-
Rudy had a crush on me?
That was
butt plugs
funny.
with a tail
That
is,
was
like,
really
the best
funny.
thing ever. There,
Or
I
you're
said
gonna
it.
be a butt plug with the tail. So I should
I'm
Rudy-
gonna
respect.
be a butt plug with a tail.
Does
I
Rudy
said-
like have a fursuit and she like wears it to school?
Really?
No,
Dude,
She
I'm
has a
asking if she
tail.
does.
She has a colorful tail, and
Yeah,
sometimes
she
will wear
wears it
like
to school,
ears.
but she also has like a gang of guys that like also
Protect
do that
her?
shit. Yeah.
You cannot
Dude,
fuck
I
with
would-
Rudy.
We
Along with
fucking,
her
like,
boyfriend,
destroyed
Taku.
her on a chat.
No, dude, they
When
broke
I-
up.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
know.
I-
Dude,
I
I'm
Blocked
hitting
me,
that
but I
shit.
still can see her Facebook posts.
That
They
guy
broke
was,
up
like,
and she's been
actually, like-
suicidal.
Oh
Good.
Jesus!
Either way, that guy
Allegedly.
was really nice. I actually enjoyed that guy. He was on the senior football team last year.
You
Alright,
have
I
good
have
ace.
to use the restroom. I've had 3 beers. I need to break the seal. I'll be right back.
Oh, I know. I already did that.
and
but
I'm gonna come back with another one. I think I'm gonna have a little bit to drink tonight. I'll be right back.
All right. Should I join the train? Should I have a little bit to
Do
tonight?
it. Do
I
it.
got
do
work.
it.
Then I'll be back. I'm
I
also
got
gonna
work
get a little
and
bit more.
sleep.
I have to go to school. I don't know, man.
Yeah, I also need to like drive to school.
I have to drive tomorrow.
Well,
I can't be
I
drinking.
have work off, so I can drink and enjoy it.
I can do like
It is Thursday night. What is
I
wrong
do,
with
like,
you people?
2 beers.
I work Saturdays and
well,
Sundays.
you know, Sundays for the
Friday
boys,
off
so we can't
is
drink on
the
that day.
day off for me.
Oh, no,
This
it's
is
Saturdays for the boys. God, I'm
Friday
tired.
off is like Saturday off. Well,
Sunday is the day of God and Jesus Christ. You cannot drink on that day.
Oh, I go clubbing on Sundays.
I'm just kidding, by the way.
Last
And we
Sunday,
fuck on holidays, am I right?
last Sunday I went to Ibar and some dude tried to put his Wait.
Oh,
bone
Anna,
around
we
your
made a
butt.
few more amendments for the gaming house. Right
So wait,
after
wait.
we fuck for holidays is you have to sit to pee, but I mean that doesn't really affect you.
Wait,
Uh,
why
no-
why is that a rule?
Because when you stand up and pee, it goes all over the place, and you don't fucking
Yeah,
clean
I'm
it
not
up.
doing that.
messes.
If any of you guys pee on the toilet seat
no,
or the
that's why
floor,
we
I
have to sit to
refuse to
pee.
clean it. Okay,
That's why
sit to
we
pee.
sit to pee.
Sit to pee.
The next one is no Vine, and then Sunday nights are TV show night.
Okay. Or movie
Yeah.
night.
Oh, as well as
movie.
they totally
That's
twisted your
interchangeable.
words from "we fuck with holidays" to "we fuck on holidays." So pretty much, we're always having orgies
we fuck
on
for
Christmas.
holidays.
All right.
Merry
orgies-
Christmas, bend
orgies
over.
orgies on Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
I'm in, boys.
I'm in. That's like the cherry on top.
I'll try to get my
we
girlfriend in.
We eat turkey dinners. Okay, can I get permission
Your
now?
girlfriend is not gonna join a gaming house
what are you
orgy.
talking about? I'll be like, hey Dave. She'll be like, yeah. I'll be like, yo, I join a game.
Can I
gaming
get
house
your permission
orgy.
right now? If she's joining a Christmas orgy,
Dude,
am I
I'm
allowed?
in
Why?
the messenger right now.
Am I allowed to fuck
All right.
her?
Dude, Tap,
Dude,
we're,
that's my
we're
girlfriend?
just talking
Sure.
about how we're gonna have gaming house
you're-
orgies.
If your
No.
your sister, if your girlfriend is joining a Christmas orgy,
She's not.
am I allowed to
No.
fuck her?
You can fuck her whenever you want.
No.
But,
Here's
Okay.
how it works.
Just get her consent first.
Okay.
Here's how that's gonna work. It's me plus Bella plus one female.
What? Bro, I don't like that, because then the one female is like your tree. Where's my tree in this? You know, I do like girls.
Maybe
But
is,
I know the type of person that Ben
Lee
is.
should be your treat.
That his treat would be like, you get to fuck the girl and I don't. It would be me
How
and
about- how
some
about
other
Don't
girl.
make
on-
assumptions here, okay?
How about on weekends we hoe out, like
No.
Or,
Clothing optional
Well,
on weekends?
technically, in Canada, I would be married, so
You
I
will
feel-
be.
and
Yeah.
it's not like
feel a
cheating's illegal.
What's legal?
It's not illegal.
No, of
Okay.
course not.
That's kind of like. I wonder if there's like people out there who think cheating's like legitimately illegal.
no,
and
because
can
it
be
is
arrested
illegal.
for
It is. I'm
Adultery.
pretty sure in Texas, adultery is
It's,
illegal.
it's not. Well, I
Actually-
mean, it might be, but generally it means that it's instant grounds for like a marriage to be ended.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like actually like
It's like
punishable
you
by
can be
law.
no, yeah, you can use it in a legal case when like settling divorce. So it's like they cheated, you have more against them than yourself. So you'd be like, they cheated, and it's like, oh fuck, you get the dog. So that's kind of
You
how it
get the
goes.
dog.
Okay, well, I have a
Hey.
question.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I want to preface this by saying that
Oh my god.
I am like a very open person, so I feel like sometimes I might ask people questions that they answer.
Dude,
despite not wanting to or something.
She has some scraggly ass hair.
Anyway,
That's okay.
so my question: I am a cis male. Like most girls that I see that I'm into, I have a chance with because most people are just straight. How does that work with you? Like, if you see a guy that you're into, like, do you just automatically assume you don't have a chance, or is it like maybe I can? Like, how does that work? Like, you're just walking down the street and you see like a hottie.
That's a good question.
Oh, see, I can pitch into this as well. I can give my 2
Because
cents
like
as well.
from my perspective, like anyone that I see, I feel like I automatically have a chance with. But
Okay,
but like I
if
feel
I-
like you understand that you're kind of like the minority, and most people are straight. Like, how does that work from your end?
Well, actually, on the contrary, I have more options than you technically, but anyway, no.
Oh,
it's-
okay, all right.
yeah, the-
I'm speaking in the male
Okay.
perspective.
Sure. In that sense, the people, the guys I'm into are a very specific type, if you want to call it that. So, you look them up and down, you give them a wink or something, and then
Hey.
hopefully they talk to you.
That's cool. Does that work with girls too?
Probably.
No,
you
I've
just
gotten
grab
slapped a
their
couple times.
asses.
Oh my god.
Just grope them on the
That's-
train, bitch.
You just grope them when they're not looking, and they'll turn around and be like, "Was that you?" And you'd be like, "Yup."
And then you'll take your dick out.
Yeah,
Yo,
you
whip your
yo,
dick out and you
that-
put it
that
on their
was-
shoulder.
You
No.
just show them you're flaccid, and they'll be
here's
like,
the-
"Yup."
here's the thing.
You come on them without them knowing.
What
Okay,
I've
Let's
noticed,
hear Anna. Let's
what
hear
I've
Anna.
noticed as someone who's been openly bisexual for the past few years
God,
Is-
you, Blay, and Will are all the same person.
is
What?
Caleb, what?
God damn it.
How did I get put into this? So what I noticed is it's I guess it could be easier for me because I feel like a lot of girls are very open to trying things with other girls.
Oh,
Like,
that's
there's
what
a
I was just
term
about
that
to say.
there's a term that all girls are into girls. I mean, it's obviously not true, but most girls I've met would be like, yeah, I'd fuck a girl because it's just girls are hot. What can I say?
I agree.
And yes, and so but like when it comes to actually being like, let's go on a date, let's hang out, it is harder and it's not easy for me in public. It's why I don't meet girls like I do with guys, like in person, just out of nowhere. But there are cues. There are cues that she's into you, and even if you're a girl or whatever, it's because I think naturally by nature I'm a flirtatious person, and so like if I say hello, yeah I do. I'm like friendly, which is you know like be translated to fuck me, and so that works with girls too because you're like, hey, how's it going?
So
And
how are you doing it?
if they reply back like I'm good, how are you? And they're giving you that face, and you know
You know,
What is
there's
that
this guy in my
face?
films class.
Yeah.
There's a guy in my
Who
films
is it?
class. Well, and I don't know, but
Your what
he,
class?
my
Films
film
class.
studies class.
Film
And so
studies, okay.
he is super gay. Like it's just really really obvious, you know. And well,
You have cute
I asked him
ass?
about that. I asked him about that, and he's like, "What the no? I'm straight." It's like, well, okay,
Oh,
bullshit. But
is it that
Well,
one
'cause
guy?
you
He's got
can't-
like really big ass ears.
Can't force
What?
people out
I
of the
don't know.
closet. Can't do that. You can't force someone out of the closet. It don't work like that. It'll just make them feel bad.
I know that.
You gotta be like, hey boy, that's alright. You do you, and then you give him a little wink and you show him your ass as you walk away. And so then he'll break the closet with you. That's how you do it.
Yeah, and then you.
I don't want to
fuck
date
him
him. I'm
afterwards.
just curious.
Dude,
Located.
lesbians have probably got it so much easier than gays because
No.
straight girls are like, yeah, sure, I'll finger ya, I'll lick ya, puss up.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
a straight guy will be like, I ain't going anywhere near
Yeah.
that dick.
Yeah. I mean, that's true. If you give a
think you're
girl a
right.
few drinks, she'll kiss any other girl and she'll be
Yo,
into it.
two guys sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart
Because they're not gay.
I feel like it's way easier to go into somebody than around somebody. If you get my drift.
Yes.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
the thing is, though, the opposite to this with dating girls is that a lot of girls don't seem to just be into the whole let's hook up type scenario. A lot of them genuinely want actual dates, actual hangouts, and not just like let's meet up, let's fuck. It's like if I were to message a girl on a lesbian dating app, most of the time when I'm like, hey, how's it going? They're not like, good, let me send you my tits. They're like, good, how are you? Let's talk about your pets. Let's talk about your work. How is everything going?
Is that not normal though? Because like I feel like for me,
No.
like if
Well,
it's like a
because a
hookup
lot
deal,
of-
like don't you want to at least get along with them?
Yeah, but a lot of times it's like
No, I want to hate him.
Well, a lot of times for me, it's like let me see your booty, and then you talk, and then talking comes from that. At least from what I've experienced.
Where have you experienced that?
Where I live, I don't know.
Oh.
Your ass. You want to come over to my house?
If
Well,
I
like I
send
said-
you a picture of my ass, will you fuck me?
If you send me a picture of your ass, I'll ask to see your man bun.
If you see a picture of my ass, you'll be like, why is it so hairy?
I was about to do that joke, you idiot.
What are those,
Dude, I
pumpkin
shaved the
hairs?
hair out of my ass.
No, I don't
Dude,
have a
I
very
try
hairy
my
ass.
I
hardest,
shave
but,
on the
like,
butt cheek.
I just can't bring myself to shave my gooch.
Dude, don't do it. Don't do it.
If
Like,
you
as-
miss
okay,
or
I
slip,
shaved-
that'll be the worst week of your life.
I shaved my pubes and it's so itchy. I can like
yeah, I
even-
tried
even-
shaving my pubes
even
and
just
I can't.
even just my underwear touching where my pubes used to be is like painful. If you shaved your taint, walking would be the worst thing
No,
ever.
it's not as bad. It's because
You
the thing
shaved your
is
tank?
no the area beside like the what's it called, the vulva or whatever
Dude,
that is,
vulva.
like the
Oh.
actual by where the fucking vagina is. That doesn't hurt. It's like you said, the pubic mound. That's just it's pain. It's pure pain. So like if you touch it, it's just it feels like hot death.
Yeah, I
On
know
the
exactly what
topic-
you're talking about.
On the topic.
On the topic of shaving, hey, I was a Muslim 3 months.
You were what?
You're a
That
Muslim
doesn't
for 3 months?
count.
Yeah, I was, and actually, I lied to you. That's Islamic culture. You got to do that.
Shave?
You gotta shave?
Your pubes?
Yep. Oh yeah.
That's fucking weird.
You have to shave your
Oh, it
pubes?
is really weird.
You have to
But
shave
no,
your
But
pubes?
you have to shave your pubes, but nowhere else.
No. You got to pluck your armpit hair like with tweezers, okay? And then you got to go ahead and you got to shave all around there, and yeah, you got to do that. You can't leave it more than 40 days because
Don't
that's
most gay
thin.
guys already do that?
If someone told me I
I
had
don't
to
call you
pluck
gay,
my
but, like,
armpits,
isn't
I
that
would
common?
tell them I would burn down their.
I've actually
church.
been thinking not shaving but trimming my armpit because like
I have to, because, like, if you look close to
No,
your
don't do
armpit
it.
and it's,
Don't
like,
do it.
peeking out there
Why
a little
not?
bit,
Because when you have hair that is kind of long but not that long, it itches. It's very itchy. It'll like touch
It's
things.
really
it's
not
just
that bad.
as-
Like I've never done anything to it and it just kind of stopped growing.
No, but
At the same time, I feel like applying deodorant would be so much more satisfying
it is.
without hair
Well,
there.
I shave my armpits every time I shower, and I feel like the deodorant just works better. But
By the way,
but
I want to
it
make
gets
something
itchy.
really clear, just real quick.
Mhm.
I am an atheist. I'm not a Muslim right now.
Okay.
Okay. But
you
yeah,
watch
you
Rick
should-
and Morty?
No.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Just a
okay.
quick question. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, it makes deodorant much easier to go on, but at the same time, if you let it grow out a little bit, it itches. Every time you put your arms down, you're like, ooh, it tickles.
All right, I won't do it then.
Yeah, don't do it. Just leave your armpits
Even
be
if
free.
you, like, just trim it a tiny bit?
Yeah, how do you guys put on deodorant with all that arm hair in the
You
way?
just
You
roll
just,
it on.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you
That's
just
the
roll it
hair.
on.
Does it just
Yeah.
roll on the hair though? Does it even
Yeah, that's what you do.
No,
Oh,
like,
that's
if you
gross.
have, like, enough pubic hair that, like, the thing
pubic
is, like,
hair?
or armpit hair, well, it's still pubic hair.
Is
That,
it though? It's
that
on the
like,
pubic mound.
well, pubic hair is, like, just any hair that's not on your head or, like,
No,
eyebrows.
pubic hair. I'm pretty sure pubic hair
What?
is hair that's on the pubic mound.
Is it not?
That's
I
why-
believe-
No,
The pubic mound, the pubic bone.
Yeah, well, no,
The
because that's
pubic
your.
mound is just something that girls have. It develops during puberty.
Isn't the pubic? There is no pubic. It's just a pelvis. There's no pubic bone.
There's
You're
a
it's just
pubic
fucking-
bone. Look it up. The
Pelvis is
pubic
a really
bone-
general term.
Yeah, pelvis is like everything that's in your
Okay,
waist.
yes. Then
There is a
pubic
pelvic
hair
bone, but the
is
pelvis is general.
is the hair that's on the pubic bone. It's not. You don't have a fucking pubic bone in your armpit. You're not like,
Okay,
well, my
well,
pubes
well, there we
are
go.
going
You've educated me.
Yes.
They're
I'm
usually
sorry.
referred to as pubes because they are obviously grown during puberty.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
it's because
that's-
it's on the
that's
fucking
That's where I
pubic mound.
assumed.
Nobody
the term
calls
had
them
come
pubes because
from.
of puberty.
You can have
That's
pubes
why
on your
I
face.
literally I'm a prime example.
No, you pubes are in your crotch.
Yeah,
Yes,
Your
pubes are
groin.
in your crotch.
So then do gooch hairs? What are they called?
What hairs?
They
hairs.
are called
Gooch
gooch
hairs?
hairs.
They're,
Yeah,
they're
gooch
called
hairs are gooch hairs.
dingleberries.
No, dingleberries is where you
Every-
have
that's
little
where
pieces of
poop
crap
sticks
that come
your
out of
butt
you.
hair.
Yeah, I know. Every one of
Oh,
the hairs on my
fuck,
feet is a
okay.
dingleberry.
Has anyone ever had that like an issue with that?
No, I have not.
Dingleberries? Once.
You know what I do?
I have two, like pretty bad. It was really bad.
But then I shaved down there, like where my vagina would be. Then you don't have a problem.
No, you know what I do to solve the dingleberries problems?
What?
iDubbbz talks about it in his one of
Take a
his videos.
shower.
It's the spread angel. I don't remember what he calls it, but basically you just switch your shower to the jet mode and you just go to town.
Oh my god.
you hang upside down, aim it at your
Yeah,
your
that's
gooch
exactly.
sag.
You take
Hey,
it
but-
off. You take it off of the thing.
Here's the thing.
You switch it to jet. You just blast your ass for like.
That
2
sounds
seconds.
like not only are you cleaning yourself, but you're
Blast
having a
my
fun
ass,
time doing
Daddy.
it.
Yeah, I want to do that now. That sounds like a great ass
It
time.
just sounds
feels really
relaxing.
interesting.
Have you? I've heard of girls doing this thing where like they like masturbate with a shower head. Like they
Yeah,
like
I've
jet
I've
their
done
you
that
have
before.
to you have to have a handheld shower head. I've never tried it because I don't have one. So.
Oh, well, we'll have one at Blaze House.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Then I'll let you guys know.
we have one in the upstairs bathroom.
Well, also it's
You have
just
one
a
in the
piece of cake
master
to
bedroom
install.
bathroom?
So
No, that one has like a big bathtub and like a small stand-up shower.
Does the bathtub have a
It's-
little spray thing? I've seen those.
I
before.
re-
Do you
I
guys?
repeat.
Do you guys like? Okay, let me get this question. How hot? let me get this question. How hot do you guys like your showers?
as hot as possible.
Yeah.
Okay.
As hot as I can
Good.
take it.
I
Because
get to a point where it only I can't let it touch my face or my genitals because it will
Every
burn.
guy I've met who has a girlfriend who is in my friend circle, they all say that their girlfriends blast the out of their shower, and they try to shower them, and they just can't because it's so hot. And I'm thinking, why are the dudes here so? Why are they such big fucking pussies? Who showers with a lukewarm shower and doesn't make it hot? Do people do that? Do people just get in? They're like, oh, it's just above cold, perfect,
No,
and they
Yeah,
shower.
as hot as possible.
But like
Yeah.
in summer,
I think the
if
reason
I'm like
people...
really hot, I will take like a pretty cold shower.
No, if
I
it's
do
summer,
the
I
same
take
thing.
an even hotter shower because
The-
then when I get out, I'm very cold.
I think that the reason people say that is because she'll be showering before they do. Like for me, I start showering and I turn it up more and more and more. Like I don't
Yeah,
turn
Oh,
it
I
on
don't do
full
that.
blast and stand
I
under
don't do
scalding
that.
Yeah,
water.
exactly.
I have a
I
very
think that's
specific
what it
routine when I
is.
shower. I turn my
think-
shower on to whatever setting I put it on. I brush my hair, and then I get in, and if it's burning my skin, I put my toes in first, and then I work my way up, and I inch
Holy
closer
crap!
and
Yeah,
closer.
I do not do that.
What
I
I
I'll
turn
keep it
the
on
water
a nice.
I
Just
turn the
gradually,
hot,
right?
I turn the hot water on as high as it goes, and then I turn the cold water about like a third of the way on, and then I
Oh,
get
see, I
in
only
and
have
I
one
start
faucet.
lowering the cold
Yeah,
more
mine's a
and more.
one faucet.
Yeah, I have
so
a
like
one faucet,
I'll turn
so
it to
whatever
like
you're on, you're set.
I'll turn it to like a warm temperature, and then like I'll get comfortable with that, and then I'll like put it on higher and higher and higher until like I'm just like sitting with my head down, burning
Dude, tap
alive.
I'm just watching this GIF over and over again.
It's great, right?
Yeah.
Wait, what GIF is it?
It's in
I
the
liked
chat,
it.
but everyone look at that shit except for Will if your aunt's in the room.
What?
Ant?
Who?
Is
Why
it-
do you think my aunt is in the room? Like what?
I don't know.
Like where did that notion come from?
That's awesome. Can we,
Oh, wait a
can we
second.
do that?
Can we do that?
Wait, so my aunt was in the room. That's right. And then that's where you guys. Okay, all right, never mind.
Okay.
Anna, did you see it?
How is this guy
Oh,
not
I'm
dead?
not
I've
even.
shot him
I'm
about a
not even
million
paying
times.
attention.
Anna, look at the GIF in the chat.
Okay, I'm gonna look at the GIF in the chat.
Anna, this is gonna be you.
I don't think I have the balance for that, to be honest. I mean, she's wearing heels too, which is very impressive. Also, his dick kind of looks like a hot dog.
I love how he has his arms behind his back. Like, yeah, this happening.
I also like how his jeans are secured above his dick and under his dick.
Since
Like,
I'm not gonna
it's-
put this in the video, I'm just gonna describe it. Two people are on like those two-wheel hoverboard things. One dude's got his dick out. The other girl is
Oh,
She's, like,
crouched down on
squatting
one.
on it.
Isn't that just? Isn't
Squatting on
that
it,
the lady
sucking him off.
who's like, I'm coming to save you, and the dude's like, this is a
Yeah, she
bathtub.
actually looks exactly like.
Oh,
This is
yeah.
this is a bathtub.
I like
Or he's
chick.
like, no, it's not. This is
Oh.
a bathtub. She's like, warning,
I don't
there's
need a
sharks in here.
lifeguard. Go away,
This is a
lady.
bathtub.
Aren't you glad I was there to save you? I guess so.
Yeah, I.
Hey,
guess
let's-
so.
on-
We should have sex. Okay.
I think I should say, and we should have sex.
That's not nearly as good as
Okay.
On a
lemon
semi-related
stealing
note.
whore.
Oh my god. On a semi-related note, has anyone here had a mercury thermometer bust open in their ass before?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Yep.
Is that a thing?
Hold on.
Mhm.
So the show 1,000 Ways to Die has
Yes!
an episode that features a man dying he went to the emergency room and he was always there because he loved to stick shit up his ass. Just anything he could find, he'd put it up his ass. And so he goes in and they have to remove shit from his ass. And while he's there laying in bed, he finds the mercury thermometers and he put those in his ass. And it clenched it up, and it broke the glass, and it stabbed him, and then the mercury poisoning leaked into it and killed him, and he died. Oh, that's my favorite episode. It's my favorite
Yeah, that was pretty
episode.
cool.
I also like the one who died while fucking herself with a cucumber, and she died from like pesticide poisoning or something. That's a
Dude,
good
that
one.
was cool too.
That's
You
a
know what
good
my
one.
all-time favorite one is? My all-time
What?
favorite is the samurai who chops the power line. That is
But I
great.
haven't seen that. I saw the one where the dude was mowing his lawn and somehow he died from electrocution, and his dumb twat wife was there like.
Oh yeah.
You
Oh
know
yeah,
what
like
I'm
the
talking
bitch wife, right? It's like, what the
Or,
fuck
or,
are you
or
doing?
there was the one who was doing acupuncture and she rolled off the bed and she got stabbed in the lungs.
That was a good one.
Oh.
Or the one where they had like too much sex and he died of like a heart attack.
Or the one with
Or
the midget and the
the
guitar who
one-
like got a harmonica shoved down his throat.
The one with the
Fuck.
dude who robbed the gas station and shoved a hot dog down his throat before running out, and then it slips down his throat and he's suffocated on it.
What?
Okay. I got 7 kills and I'm like maybe about to win this PUBG game.
Yeah,
MLG,
okay.
bro.
Who cares?
Holy
Yeah, who
shit,
cares?
I'm hyped.
All
But
right.
either way, shut up, please.
You leave, you bitch.
Move me out.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll move back in when this is over.
User was moved out of your channel.
No, wrong room.
Well,
When your sister said she's going to take a shower.
Oh my god.
well, I kind of want
That's a
another
pretty good meme.
beer, but
That's a
I'm
pretty good meme.
starting to get the heartburn. Should I get another one?
Dude, today's teens.
Actually,
I was
I'm
drunk in
going to.
Switzerland and I had to take the train back. That was just horrible.
That's what I want to do. All right, when I
So I was in Switzerland at a cafe and like they serve beer everywhere apparently. So
User joined your
I
channel.
got the
Okay.
strongest one,
I won.
and then I had to waddle all the way back to the train station and take a 45-minute train ride back to my hotel, and that was just not really pleasant.
You shoved a mercury
Peasant.
thing up your ass and it broke?
Oh yeah,
No.
totally.
oh yeah,
Oh.
That is
Wait, you
like
mean you haven't
you
done that?
will die.
are you not living in limbo currently after dying from mercury poisoning in your ass?
I'm a
hope
I mean,
so.
ghost.
come on, who doesn't do that?
I do. That's
Well,
why I'm an alien.
No.
Tapper, you have a video with 28,000 views.
Yes, I do.
I thought you had
Wow.
one with like 70,000.
I think actually no. I think my Rocket League video is my most viewed video,
Oh,
and
really?
that has like 20,000. Actually, I think it has 100,000 views. I might be crazy. Let me look at my analytics.
Wow.
Let's see. Okay, so this beer is starting to hit me. I've had 4 beers now.
I'm starting to feel a little wasted.
I would get another one, but honestly, at this point, I'm starting to
Alright.
get some heartburn. I feel like I would actually
Oh
get sick.
fuck! Okay, my most viewed video is my Rocket League video. 139,000 views.
Holy shit.
Dude, my most viewed video has 1.1 thousand views.
Get on my level, little bitch.
1.1 thousand? Who's scientific notation? Like why?
No, it just says 1.1k
Yeah,
views.
so it's 1,100 views.
1,100 views. There you go.
You sound so American. Who's it? 1100? Like,
What do people not say?
I
It?
say
1,600,
1,100. I say
1,700.
1,600.
I say that in
It's
Canada.
easier than saying
My fucking math teacher says
1,700,
that shit.
1,400. It takes out a whole bunch of words.
1,400. Like, what the fuck is that? That's not
You
even a
have
number.
$1,400. You say you have fucking $1,400. Easy.
I agree.
I say 1.4 times 10 to the 3. Yes, I'm-
Shut the fuck up.
I just threw up all over myself. Actually.
I have
After
500
hearing that.
$100 bills, 80 $20 bills, 7 5s, and 3 $1 bills, as well as 1 quarter and 3 dimes.
Yo, some lady thought I was really friendly, so she tried to tip me for my service and paid me in all quarters. She gave me like $3 in quarters. And I was
You're like, what the
uh,
fuck is this?
well, she was really nice. She was telling me about how she got her cane custom made, and she was trying to link me up with a place to buy a cane. I'm like, thanks, lady. And she was like, I don't have dollar bills, I just have quarters. I'm like, oh, okay. Thanks.
Give me your quarters, bitch.
Give me quarters.
Are you even allowed to take tips?
No, but you know,
Neither are we.
Why?
but
I
we
need
always
to
do.
pay for lunch. So
My pubes hurt.
Shut up! How do your pubes hurt?
I don't think you understand how bad it hurts.
I pulled my underwear down a little bit and I'm like running my hand like on the area where I shaved, and it's like when I go down toward my dick, it's not that bad, but if I pull up, it's
yeah,
like
it's really bad.
So what you do is you get
if I
some
go
vinegar,
against
right?
the grain, it's like
It's the worst.
ah!
And you run it down, it doesn't hurt. If you run it up, it feels like you imagine a cheese grater just ranking that across your skin. That's
Mhm.
kind of how
Yeah,
it feels.
that's
and I
exactly
have
what-
like I have so many bumps.
Yeah.
Oh, razor burn.
Are they like red bumps?
So
Yeah, they're
much
red
razor
bumps.
burn.
I have
See, that's
never
why-
shaved my pubes and not had that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I'll
why you
never
gotta
do
go
this
with.
again.
That's why you gotta go with waxing. You just
Why
gotta go
were
in.
you sending dick pics
pay-
or something? Why'd you try to save your pubes?
I don't know. I just had never done it before, and someone said they like it.
Dude, I'm wearing short
Like,
shorts
if
right
I
now.
feel like
Someone said they.
I feel like a woman, to be honest. I really don't
Well,
like it.
you need to
that
like
Yeah,
much.
okay.
trim them though. You don't shave them. Like
Yeah,
cut
well,
them with like
see,
a
I
pair
trim
of
mine,
scissors.
but I honestly want to go to an actual waxing
That's what I
salon
do.
and have it just completely waxed because
Yeah.
it for like a full month your hair doesn't grow back and
Because
it's just great.
if someone needs a fucking knife to fuck me, that's when it's too long. You gotta
Yeah.
bust out a pair
A
of scissors.
knife, like a machete.
Yeah,
Well, I
you have to
like-
like cut through the forest
It's
to get
nice.
to the surprise.
It's nice being clean down there
A
because
micro penis.
Hair is clean, idiot.
no, it's nice being like clean shaven, like clean wax because it feels if everything is like liquidy and kind of have
Smooth.
you know what I mean, like lube
Smooth.
everywhere.
It's like why swimmers shave everything in their body.
Yeah, it feels nicer.
Wait, what's that called again? Like
But it
hydro-
itches. Do you imagine
Hydroplaning.
swimming and then just being like, ah, fuck. Got
Well,
splashed.
it's probably not
Razor-
itchy while
razor
you're
burn.
swimming.
I
Razor
actually there's this guy who like I talked to during lunch. One of my girlfriend's friends that like is a swimmer. I should ask him if he shaves his pubes as well.
Well, I don't know.
That
I
Because
know
it wouldn't
my
make
brain
sense, though,
didn't
because
swim.
it's covered.
Speedos for that reason, and that's also why they wear swim caps. So
Okay, but here's the thing: if you're a dude and you have to wear a speedo, I'm pretty sure most of them would trim anyway because that shit would dangle at the sides. Guys can be fucking hairy, and if you see like a bush
Ew.
like dripping out the side of your
Well, no, the thing about wearing speedos and having a bush is like the hair like lifts up the speedo, like it's very obvious.
yeah, like
Yeah.
what's that guy's name?
Um,
Like you can see a picture of a
so-
banana hammock, and he's got like. pubes
Is it
hanging
just
out.
me, or is like clean shaven pubes kind of like, not attractive? It feels like you're fucking 5-year-old.
Well, I
as a
don't
dude,
like
I
guys,
hate
so-
having shaved pubes. Like for me, like having body hair is like a sign of being a man.
I don't give a
Dude,
fuck
like,
about
why
that.
would
fucking
you
a
take that
5-year-old
away?
is like, I don't know, a weekly
Well, see,
thing
here's
for
the
me,
thing.
so.
If it's
Oh
if
my
it's,
god.
if it's pussy, I
Dude,
like
like-
it clean
Yeah,
because
pussy
if
is
I was
pussy.
if I was to go
love
down
a
Yeah.
shaved pussy.
if I was to
love
go
it.
down on a girl, I wouldn't want hair in my rubbing up against my
Yeah.
cheeks in
and
my
getting
mouth.
in your getting caught in
Yeah.
your teeth.
Like I
And
don't
like
want it touching
caught
my
in the
face.
back of your throat.
Yeah,
I just
exactly.
want like liquid moisture everywhere and
Ev-
not like hair. You know?
Okay, I agree. But for guys, I feel like I mean
Nah,
my
yeah,
dick
guys
isn't
is
very
different.
hairy, so but like
Yeah,
like
you clean the shaft up, dude. You don't
Just
have a hairy
Guys,
shaft.
guys
Every
need to
ti-
just trim.
I trim.
Yeah.
Shaving's a bad idea. For me, like every time I've gone down on somebody who is like hairy, it's like you always get one lone pube stuck in the back of your throat.
In your mouth.
And, like
Yeah, in your mouth.
you can't just be like like while you're eating her out. You can't
Dude,
just
it's
go
vibrations. They'll like
so
it.
You can't
you
just
have
pop
to-
up a hairball
you
while in
have
the
to
middle of it.
ignore it, but it's the whole time it's like like you're fighting that urge to make
Tickling your
that.
throat.
or you have
right?
to you have
It's
to
like-
try to be sexy while pulling that hair out of your mouth
Yeah,
and
it's
reaching
like
in to
it's
try
like,
to
hang
grab
on,
it and
hang
take it
on,
off.
baby, let me
And then you just like
let me,
just
like-
all over their stomach from.
I'm gonna
touching their
finger
uvula.
you while I'm hiding behind your knees,
Take this hair out of my mouth.
and then like
Oh.
Just
then you
add a
gag
wink
on
onto
your
the
own
end of
fingers.
anything, and it's instantly
I
sexy.
I'm glad to not have that experience before.
I've actually gotten really good at pretending like I'm taking a breather and just like
Pulling hair
managing
out
to
your
like
mouth.
not pulling it out, but like with my tongue, I'll like slowly
Like
scrape
pushing
it
it forward,
on
and
the
then
roof
like
of my
pulling it out
mouth,
of your teeth.
and then I will pull it out, like
See,
off
what
the
I
tip
do,
of my tongue.
what I do is I'll pull it off the tip of my tongue. Is I'll have it on the tip of my tongue, and when they're not
Exactly.
looking, it's like I grab my tongue or I just
It's
like
just
put my
very
hand up to my mouth, and
swiftly.
it's just it's just swift. And you take it out, and you're good to go. Business is
Or-
finished.
Get that
Or one
spaghetti
time-
hair out of there.
one time, this podcast is going on for a long time, by the way. But one time, what I did is I worked it to the tip of my tongue, and then I kissed her, and it was gone when we stopped kissing.
Oh,
so
no. Oh,
she got it back.
no. Oh god, that's the worst thing I've heard.
That's awful.
Last year I was tested for autism.
Okay.
Fail.
He's like about to have like a real moment, be like, guys, I'm autistic.
I am not autistic.
You
I'm
failed
not.
the
I'm not.
autism
That's
test.
exactly what someone
Get out of our
autistic would say.
office.
Get out of the
I
autistic
am
Siamese
not
house.
autistic.
All right. Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. I'd love to hear your story.
Oh,
Oh
mine?
fuck! I
That was
broke a
basically it.
hanger.
Oh, you got tested for autism?
Well, yeah, some friends of mine were concerned that I was doing some pretty weird stuff, and
Was it me?
My
No.
family.
My mom was like, "This kid needs to get checked."
I'm not sure anymore.
Dude, I remember
He's
your
really
mom.
into airplanes and radio and nothing else.
Dude, I once had Will over at my house, and like her mom came and like knocked on the door.
Her
We
mom?
didn't hear it. No, I mean, yeah, her mom. Will's
okay,
mom
this is gonna be a good story.
came and knocking on the door, but we didn't hear it apparently.
Uh-huh.
And she thought she got the wrong house. So
What?
like,
Yeah.
30
Does she-
minutes later, she comes back. And she rings the doorbell. We're here at this time. We go up there, and she's like crying.
That was really stupid, embarrassing. That was horrible.
Dude, does she
I
make
was
you
like,
take?
I'm sorry. It's okay.
Does she make you take gazebos?
No, I made her take a Xanax after
Dude, this,
that, man. That's
thi-
just...
Hey mom, pop some Xan.
Take a Xanny, mom.
my mom popped
Take-
some Xan.
Take one
and
of my
went to bed.
Xannies.
I fed her some perp and she passed the fuck out.
Some perp.
Okay,
this,
Sasha.
this podcast is officially the Friends and Family.
Yeah,
Memory
that's literally
lane
all the
podcast.
people we have on the guest list.
All right,
is
that's
friends
what
and
this
family.
is called. Friends and Family.
No,
Oh,
we're
dude,
gonna continue to call it the
I
Shitcast.
thought of someone amazing to add to the guest list today, but
What?
I totally forgot who it was.
Oh, fuck.
Ooh.
Oh,
It-
Blake,
it
you know
was
Eden
great.
Gross?
Who was it?
Eden Gross?
Is it?
Like,
Oh,
Instagram.
yeah, I remember. Nebs' mom.
Ah!
Yeah.
Yes.
She has to be on the podcast.
Wait, is my girlfriend on that list?
Yes, she
Yes.
is.
We're
Am
gonna
I
have a
allowed
special episode with your
am I
sister and your
allowed to
girlfriend, the two
Openly
Emilys.
hit on your sister or your girlfriend?
I would love you. You seem like she'd probably like you. She'd be like, oh, I like that girl.
See, that tends to happen when I hit on girls.
You're gonna
Yeah,
hit on my
hit on
I
girlfriend?
her,
like
and
her.
then we can have a big ol' house orgy.
No,
Sorry, Ben. I'm gonna
my
take.
girlfriend's
I'm gonna
not a
take
huge
his.
fan of
Oh!
full partner
You
sex.
hear that, Ben?
Sorry, Ben. I'm gonna have to take his girl.
Dude, I'm
for
gonna
a night
crack
and
some
then come
Have you
back.
ever seen my girlfriend?
You're gonna crack his.
I'm gonna
girlfriend's
bury
skull.
some bodies in the basement that we're in right now.
I swear to God, if I come over and visit you guys are fucking an orgy, I'm gonna kill myself. That's
Legit though, I have
We're
to
not
say,
gonna stop though. Like if you
No,
blow your
only on
brains out the
holidays, only on
doorstep-
holidays.
only on holidays. It's only
Yeah.
on holidays.
So don't come over on
Don't come
fucking
over on Christmas.
Otherwise,
Don't
you're
come over
gonna
on
join
Okay,
your
well,
dead
here.
body's
Family
we
is
have,
not
we have
invited.
to ask though. We have to ask though. Are we celebrating both Canadian and American Thanksgiving?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know when American Thanksgiving is. I
It's
still know
like the
Canadian though.
And we're
Third or
celebrating
second
both Canada
Tuesday or
and
something
America
of
Day.
every
Well,
November.
If you don't,
Oh,
if you
yeah.
don't know, my dear Ben,
Yes,
Thanksgiving was it like the second Monday, or the second Monday of
Of-
October in Canada?
Oh, it's like the
Isn't
second
Thanksgiving like the
Tuesday of
Jewish
November.
holiday or whatever?
No, it's
In
fucking just
America.
Canadians being like, wow, we're our own country. I'm pretty sure it's the second Monday of October.
Oh,
Okay, I have.
I thought Thanksgiving was the birth of Buddha. Like,
Buddha.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is supposed
Thanksgiving
to
is
celebrate.
about killing Indians.
Thanksgiving is about celebrating when the Indians showed us how to do
I
cool
remember
shit.
if my
before we killed them.
my social studies teacher, or just my teacher back when I lived in Canada, if we ever said Indians, she would like fucking give
Native
us like the
Americans.
death eye. She'd be like,
She would
Aborigines,
scream. They're not Indians.
Aboriginals.
All right, I have a question.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Has anybody here ever
Oh no.
came too soon while
Uh,
wearing a condom and just ignored it and just powered through
Uh,
and not said anything?
I can't answer this question,
Yep.
so I'm just gonna sit this out.
Yep.
kind of, but not really.
It's
I-
happened.
Like
No-
it
no
wasn't
comment.
inside a vagina. Like that.
Was
that's-
it with your,
what?
I was jacking off.
No,
I
like,
was checking out
my,
with a condom.
it was like in her mouth and like.
Wait, you had a
like-
condom on in her mouth?
No,
What the
I didn't
hell?
have a condom on.
Oh,
I was about to
I-
say, I'm like,
And like
He's
I
like
don't
getting
know,
his
she
first
just-
blowjob.
she just
She puts her
wasn't-
mouth over it.
she wasn't expecting it. She got really mad at me. She was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because I just came in her mouth suddenly, and I'm like,
If that-
I'm
Is that-
embarrassed.
If that ever happened to me, I probably would also be mad. If someone
And
ever
I felt
came
bad.
in my
I
mouth,
just wasn't expecting it to happen.
I
because
don't.
more
I
in the
don't know
booze
if you
than
guys have tasted straight up cum before, but like
everybody's
like,
tasted their own cum at
No,
least
no, no,
once.
no, no. I'm talking
Nope.
about like it's in your
Accidentally.
mouth, like a full pile.
Oh,
it
no.
made it made me feel so sick that I was like, "Ugh," and then I had to like spit it out.
Dude, you're not a real girl.
Yo, you
bad.
spit? Ew.
Yeah, I spit the hell. It tasted so gross.
No,
when
the
I
what you
told
do
him.
if you don't like
I
the
was like,
guy,
"Ugh."
you keep it in your mouth and you go in for a kiss and you just spit it back in. And then you walk out on him.
Yeah, just like "Ugh." spit it right into his mouth.
That
and,
is
like,
not
make
okay.
Make it so like it squishes in between his teeth and then
Yeah,
you
that's a
leave.
good
That-
April Fool's.
No.
You're like fucking your boyfriend,
That
just
is
spit
not
their cum back
okay.
into their mouths. I hope my girlfriend does that to me just so I know the experience.
No, you. Oh, what?
You do. I don't know if you want to know the experience.
If you're going to...
Wait, do you have that experience? You have
If you-
Will's cum blow?
If
Yeah.
you plan on coming in someone's mouth, you better be eating lots of fruits.
And
Or
a lot
else
of,
I'm not-
and you have to have like a mint in your mouth at all times.
You have,
Have
no,
lots
you
of
have,
McDonald's.
No, it's just pure oil.
She
You
doesn't
have to
seem to mind it, like as long as I
No.
tell her that's coming.
No, because it has to. I thought I tasted that. Maybe it's the things he ate, but it has to. You have to eat fruits. It does not taste good without fruits. You have to have
Isn't
like
it just pineapple? That's
yeah,
all?
like pineapple is the ultimate. Pineapple is like it doesn't taste bad.
No,
I felt
you're
bad.
wrong. You're wrong. Here's what you do, right? You go to KFC, you get like the family size super bucket or whatever. Just like chow on that a couple hours before, or days rather. And there you go.
Yeah, that way they actually die when you blow a load in their mouth.
I'm gonna blow my load in some dude's mouth.
What the hell?
Blow your load into my mouth, please.
I'm gonna have to say on Christmas.
Only on
It's
Christmas.
on Christmas. Is that you
Dude,
your
I'm
Christmas
waiting.
gift
I'm
to
waiting
us?
for opposite day. Then you can take turns pegging us, guy.
Oh, me three. Us three, we all line up and you put a strap on.
I
We're all
can't.
bent over the kitchen counter.
I can't imagine. Will would join. Will would
And then
enjoy
Will
that.
comes
Will,
over.
you
He's
coming
like,
over?
Holy shit!
I will not participate in an orgy.
Alright, that's alright, Will. That's
Alright,
fine.
well, so you're out.
We'll tell you
Fuck
how
you
it is
too.
afterwards. We'll send you one of those Christmas cards, and it'll just be a full-on.
Oh my
Where
god!
did Where did Benji go?
I
I don't know. Ben's
He's probably getting another beer.
Ben's probably getting some.
Okay,
Is he
you
at
know
work
what?
tomorrow?
Here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah,
I'll
Ben
join
works
in.
tomorrow.
Do you miss me anymore?
Shut up.
I will join in only if you get a femboy there,
All right, I'll get a.
I'm
and
a
I will do
femboy.
whatever you want.
I'm a
think I can
femboy.
make a. I think I can make a. You're not fucking.
Well,
being
why
like
don't we just get
ginger
Rudy in there?
man
If I
bun.
if
You're
I
not a
get my
femboy.
hair on my man bun
Yeah,
and
never
put
mind.
it all down in front of my face, I can be a femboy. I just need to grow some tits.
Okay, here.
No.
I'll curl your hair first, and then
Dude.
we'll get Will in.
My girlfriend straightened my hair. I look like fucking Anthony from Smosh. but like not recent Anthony, like 2006 Anthony. Google
Yeah.
that shit. I looked
It was my
exactly like
first
that.
crush.
Yep.
I remember wanting to look at like him when I was like 8.
Want to look like him or look
Yeah.
at him?
Look like him. Like I grew my hair out because of him. I was like, I want to look like
I
Anthony.
want to be like when I was younger. I wanted to be like You guys want to hear some real talk?
I don't want
Guys,
to be like anybody
do you
else.
guys-
Individual.
Do you want to know what was my sexual awakening? My
What?
actual like the first
What?
sex dream I ever had when I was like 8 years old.
Oh.
Wait, actually,
So
holy fuck.
it was. Do you guys remember the show? It was that cartoon show we used to play on YTV, and it was about like the science kids, and there was the brother and the sister, and like that black kid who was there. He would tell them about all the science stuff. It was called. Let me look it up. There's this character called Kid Rot, and he was my sexual awakening. Wait, let me look. It's called.
Oh, I think
Wow.
I know what you're talking about. I have no idea what it's called though.
All right, can
Dexter's
maybe...
Laboratory.
No.
No.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Laboratory.
I
Dude,
never
I
watched
got off
TV.
the Dexter's Lab.
Yeah, what the fuck just happened?
All right, let me look
No.
up. Let me look up. What
Hold
these
up,
are.
y'all. I
Wait, let me look up Kid Right.
Okay.
He was
Walter
on
White from Breaking Bad.
Grossology. Grossology.
Oh,
All right, look
Grossology.
up Kid Rot.
yeah.
Look-
I remember
Kid
having a crush
Rot.
on Dora. Not
No,
gonna
Kid
lie.
Rot was. I saw
Oh
him.
shit! I remember this.
Yeah, yeah, he was my sexual awakening. He was like, but not him nice. Him with the red eyes. That he kind of looked like
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
blonde Marilyn Manson. I was like, that's the dude I want to marry when I get older. he was my ideal
This
fucking.
fucking show! Holy
Yep.
shit!
Yep. Yeah, Kid Rot was my dude. I loved him. I loved him with all my heart. I remember seeing that episode and it got me so hot and bothered. I was like, oh,
You're
like,
oh.
yeah, I was like
mommy.
9, but it was I never felt feelings like that before.
So I had this like, I had a really weird like awakening for my set. Like I never had like wet dreams. I had like once in my entire life.
Yeah,
Well,
me
mine
too. I
was,
only have
like,
one
I-
wet dream.
Yeah.
And it was like a couple years ago. But like it was I was watching like Minecraft videos
Oh my
and I was just
god.
playing with my dick and like
No!
like
Oh,
after a
no.
while of me like just watching Minecraft videos and playing with my dick, like I like had pre-cum once and I was like, what the fuck am I like going to? Because I had no idea what the fuck it was. Like I was scared. And then like later I like learned how to properly masturbate and like I remember never being able to like fully cum until like
I didn't learn how to cum until like 2 years ago.
Yeah, but that's like hard for
Um.
girls, isn't it? And now that we're on the topic of telling stories, I was like, I didn't even really know masturbation was a thing, but I was like on the internet looking up some good old
Titties.
shit. Yeah, I was like,
looking up titties.
I would Google things like boobies.
yeah, I would do the same thing. And there was this one picture called that it had the cat. It was like a picture of an Asian girl with huge tits, and it said McDonald's growth hormones underneath it, and like those old ass meme things. And I remember being like, "That's hot."
and I just like started humping the bed out of the blue, and I'm like, oh, this feels kind of good. And then all of a sudden, I was like in my underwear this whole time. All of a sudden, like something came out of my dick, and I was like, I just peed myself.
Caleb, grade 7. Remember, Caleb, grade 7. I leaked!
I do not
I
remember that.
never had that experience. For me, it was like my sexual way. So I had watched porn.
I didn't
For
know
the
what
first
porn
time.
was.
I watched porn for the first time when I was like 8 years old, and it was a college orgy. And it was I discovered it. I discovered it because I'd always known what porn was or like what sex was because when I was really young, I would put on TV when I couldn't sleep, and MTV had this old show with like a little cigarette or a cigar who used to talk. Like MTV
Okay.
Canada. MTV Canada had this old like puppet, and it was like a talking cigar, and it used to have like girls just wearing bikinis like sit in a bathtub with him or like a hot tub. And so I kind of knew like what that whole thing was of like sexuality.
Yeah,
But,
I had
yeah.
no idea.
I knew, and like I said, I'd fucking like watch, yeah. But oh, you know what really first showed me sex? So back in the day, public TV, like normal channels, used to play like low key, like fucking sex shows on television. Cause it was on my TV. I could just find it like late at night, like say like 2
Yeah,
a.m.
there's like porn TV channels.
Yeah, porn
Dude,
TV
I
channels.
never got to see those.
No,
ever.
I remember the
Do you
first.
guys-
What I remember was a lady she was wearing a garter belt with panties that had like the opening. Like what are they
Oh.
called? Like crotchless panties. And I was
Oh.
like,
Yeah.
what? And I just watched her get like railed. I was like 4.
Mm.
And I didn't understand it. But then come time, like so I was
Come
I already-
time?
No.
Oh.
Well, see, I was also that kid. I was also that kid in kindergarten where I used to just like kiss people. It wasn't like boys, or it was just everybody. I would kiss girls and I would kiss boys.
Okay.
And I used to play make believe with my friends, and I would always be the mom, and I would have to find the dad, and I'd be like, "You and me are gonna sleep together," and they'd be like, "What?"
Oh,
And then I'd force them.
whoa.
I'd
Oh, boy.
force them into like a dark corner with me, and I'd be like,
Oh
"We're
God,
parents."
have you ever been like questioned by your school counselor?
Actually, yes, because I used to watch House, and I talked about this one episode where this girl got raped, and this was in the 2nd grade, and she was like, you can't talk about that with the other kids," and I was like, "Okay."
You're not allowed to talk to the
Yeah,
other kids.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
you
want
said
to
that.
hear my story of the first time I ever saw porn?
Yes. Yeah, we were
Dude.
literally just talking about like learning how to jack off.
I
And,
know.
Like, how
I was listening. Do you guys
Oh.
do you guys want to hear that story first? Or
Yes,
you wanna-
Yes.
Okay.
And then learning
Alright.
how to jack off.
So, like, I never knew that was a thing. Like, I used to actually, it's where I live right now. This guy's name is Shay, and I met him when I was in 4th grade, and he was like a huge fan of South Park.
Huh.
And like he had like every time they would release a new season on DVD, he would get it the same day. And we were like watching South Park, and there was an episode where Cartman was like playing cop or something, and he asked Butters for a semen sample and gives him like a little cup and sends him into the bathroom. And like so like Butters is like in the bathroom like trying to jack off, but like he can't come because he's like just like a little kid. So my friend's like, you know what he's doing, right? And I was like, no. And he's like, he's jacking off. And I was like, what is that? So
What
then
is that?
He explained what it is. And
You were like, "I'm gonna test this later tonight."
no, I didn't test it because I had no idea what to do at all.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened with me.
Like I knew it was a thing, I just didn't know how it worked. And I don't remember like when I did it for the first time. But
I remember when I was,
just
like,
remember like
13.
since that day, dude, like
It was your favorite pastime, and now you send your.
shut up. I don't remember the first time. You guys do? I think I heard you guys saying like the first time you ever come, like Blay, you were like, I peed myself.
No, the first time
Yeah,
I ever
I-
came was 2 years ago.
I
I
remember
was
I
at
just,
my
like,
aunt's house in Canada.
Like
Nice.
how I was doing is I
Nice.
was just like rubbing the tip of my dick with my palm. Like I was just like going back and
Oh,
forth.
that sounds
Well,
painful.
See, here's the
But
thing.
like
I
it
had.
was like kind of like nice because both my hand and my dick were like dry.
Nice.
And then
I
like
love that.
and then like suddenly something came out and I was like really panicked. I was like, holy fuck, I'm dying.
I still
Well-
okay. I remember the hardest I've ever came in my life.
Yeah, me too.
Oh, me
Dude.
too. Me
Okay,
as well.
okay.
And
My
it, like,
story's the best though.
rocketed.
My story is the best. Okay, so okay. Okay. I was in probably 7th grade. And I've never told anyone this in my
All right,
life.
tell it.
But I'm telling it on the podcast now. Holy shit. Okay. So oh my god. Okay. So I used to Whoa. Okay.
Just share it. Stop being a pussy.
Okay. All right. So I okay, so that, like once I learned what masturbating was and I learned how it works,
But goater
Like,
bleeding.
I couldn't get enough of it.
Right?
Like, and it
Same.
was so bad that I would do it in class.
Oh no!
Oh,
I would
Oh,
tuck it
no.
under my waistband, like up under my shirt,
Oh,
and then I would
no.
pull my arm in like through the sleeve under my shirt as well.
Oh,
Oh,
What the
no.
actual shit?
But
Oh
okay,
my
okay,
God.
but listen. Okay, that's not the time. That's a totally irrelevant piece of information. I don't know why I shared that, but
You're
that's
a
something I would
class
do.
masturbator.
Yes, dude. I
I-
feel
Have you
so
ever
bad
seen
about
the
it.
My
video
my to be
where it's-
husband is a class
Shut
masturbator.
up.
Have you seen the video of it's like this girl's just like recording this guy behind her and like he's just going at it underneath his desk
Yes.
and then you hear the semen fucking hit the floor and,
Oh.
and
It
she
makes
goes
me
ugh, and the guy like quickly puts away his dick and looks at the
It makes me so uncomfortable because that could have been me. No joke. I almost like I don't think I got caught because I don't like maybe in hindsight I got caught because now she knows what I was doing. But like one time I was like sitting there and I was like just like
You're
close.
staring at a girl in class and
No,
you were
no, I
jacking
was
off.
like just drifting off. Like I was just like spaced out and I was close. And the girl that sat across from me was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." I was like,
I'm rubbing my stomach.
Oh my god.
Dude.
And she didn't question it. But okay,
Oy.
anyway, okay. Back to the point.
Yes,
The
you
hardest
came
I've
hard,
ever come.
yeah.
Okay. I was probably like I think I was like in 6th grade in my history class, and I was wearing these like jeans with like huge pockets, so like I could just put my hand in my pocket and like reach around wherever I wanted.
Oh, dude, I love those.
So I had my hand in my pocket. I like pulled my like underwear like maybe it's just me, but I have this move where I like kind of like pull my dick out like from under the leg of my underwear and like I like roll my underwear back kind of, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
I know what you're talking about.
okay, all right. So I would do that and then like kind of overhand like jack off. Like my hand would be like palm down over my thigh.
I'm currently mimicking what you're doing.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I can mimic it too.
So-
and this is
so-
fucking awkward as all fuck, but it just
Dude,
looks like
I'm not
you're
saying
playing
it
in
wasn't
your pocket.
awkward. I'm saying I was like 14 years old and I had to come. So
Dear
Anyway.
Lord.
like class is almost over, so it's like I have to finish now, otherwise like I'm gonna just be like I have to finish. So like I finally came and like you know how like the first like 2 or 3 blasts are like really hard and then it like starts to like get less and less?
Yeah, but then when you do it this time, it happened like 6 times.
Yes, dude, it was like squirt, 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 and I was like, what the? I was like in my head, I was like, what the fuck? And like it just like literally I could feel it like ricocheting off of like where my
Oh,
knees are,
no.
like
Oh
I
my
could feel it
God.
like ricocheting off of the back of my pants like all the way down by my knees, and I was just like, what the fuck?
That is
And
a
then
major
as-
disaster. What did
and
you
then
do
as-
about that?
And then as soon as I was done, I was like, what do I do? And then the bell rang. So I just got up and I walked out of class.
No.
And every step I took, I could feel the cum just going more down my legs.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Did you not go to the bathroom and clean it up? Are you about to tell me you just went to
No,
class?
I had
Dude.
to go to my next,
I
I had to go to my next class.
Oh my god.
What is your issue, man? Like,
dude, I.
Why?
It dried up and then
Oh no, it's stuck to you.
problem solved.
Oh my fucking god.
Dude, it's not
And I
What
have
the
never,
fuck?
ever shared that story with anyone in
What
my life.
the-
Dude,
fuck?
I have never jacked off in class once. Like,
So
I-
yeah,
I-
neither
I-
have I.
Class.
Like I've touched my dick in class before, but those are usually just adjustments.
Well, see, the worst I've done is like if I'm sitting on my heel, I'll just be like, ooh, and then I would do that in class, but that's not
Ooh.
like actually, but that's
But,
not
like,
actually going there. It's just kind of like,
I
oh, fun.
remember like the first time I had like a really hard cum. It was like the first
A
time I
hard
tried.
cum.
I tried
It came out like
edging.
a log.
I tried edging, and like for the first time,
Edging is the
and
best.
Well,
and like
that was
Dude.
mine too.
I was like, okay, I've done this like 6 times. I'm gonna go now, and then like I just beat my dick so hard, and like straight into my face, like boom,
Oh!
boom, boom. I was like, no.
Okay, I have a
You got
question.
fucking shotgun blast
And
in
it
the
was
Alright,
face.
I wanna tell
shotgun
mine
blasts, like
after
they were
this.
everywhere.
Okay, yeah, go for it.
Okay, first of all, I've never told anyone this, but I have jacked off while driving once.
Whoa,
my
I would
God.
never do that.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
What?
it was
Okay,
it was on a
class
3-hour
masturbator.
drive, right?
Wait a minute, this is recent then. This is since I've known you.
Oh
Yes,
I-
it is since you've known me. Yeah.
Wait, you were driving?
Yeah, it was just me alone. Like I was driving.
Who was
home
in the
from
car
Edmonton.
with you?
Nobody.
Oh,
It was
okay.
just me.
He said it was just me. It was just him alone.
Right, and I
Just
was driving
me.
home from like
Wait
a
a minute.
3-hour drive, and I was super fucking bored. My music wasn't cutting it, so I'm like, all right, I guess I'll just jack off.
Yeah. I know how it is.
You one hand on wheel and then you jacked off.
Yeah.
Left-handed or right-handed?
Oh my
I didn't like jack off the conventional way. I just like rub my dick through my underwear.
And your
Oh.
pants, right?
No, I stuck it in my
What?
pants.
Oh my
Left-handed or
God.
right-handed?
Right-handed.
I drove right-handed, rubbed
And
left-handed.
you- Okay. I used to be right-handed, and then like
I
I
mean,
remember like once I was like a little kid like with the internet on my like I can't remember what phone it was, but it was like a slide. It was like a something slide, and like it had like a keyboard on it. and it was like an old-fashioned phone, like not a
Oh
smartphone.
yeah, one of those.
And
Uh-huh.
I was on YouTube like trying to like find like porn.
Yeah,
And-
You
and I
guys.
can't remember what I typed in, but I found a video, and it was like a Christian video talking about like the dangers of masturbating. And it talked about developing scoliosis from like only using one hand all the time.
You switched
And
to
I still remember the video was like, so remember to love thy neighbor and switch hands. So since that day I was like, okay, I'm gonna start using both hands. But then I found out that like my left hand was like uncoordinated, so it felt better. And since that day I've used my left hand.
Are you
Always.
right-handed?
No, see, I
I'm
use my
right-handed, yeah.
I use my
Whoa.
left hand as well because I like to hold my
Okay,
phone
I'm
with my
gonna
right
try
hand.
this right now.
I like to hold my phone with my right hand, and it feels weird with my right hand. Actually, you know what I do though? Wait, I shouldn't. No, never mind. I take that back. I want to explain that.
I stroke with
Well,
my right,
it's
but
like-
any other method I use my left
It's
hand.
like using both hands. If I really get into it, and I'm like, I just want this to be over and done with. You just use both, and you go at it. But it's never as good.
Do you like rub your clit and then finger?
That's
your...
what
Yeah.
I figure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but
I have
don't-
nothing
don't-
to add to this conversation.
It never.
This is
It's
just
not good enough. It's like it never is as good as just like going.
You
at
know
your
what?
foot.
Like I found that like drives my girlfriend crazy. I probably
It
shouldn't be
is.
telling you guys
If you're
this.
if you're getting
If you like fuck her
Yes.
and then rub her clit,
Well,
they
because-
literally scream.
yeah,
It's
yeah,
ridiculous.
because well,
That's
the thing
probably
is, it
because
is-
you're crushing her clit
Well,
and it's
that's
super
because
sensitive.
if you're a squirter, I
Oh.
get if you
Am
if
I
you,
wrong?
if
I
you-
mean,
Well, because that's the thing. If you squirt, it goes everywhere when that happens, and it's
Yeah,
just
I-
like
I'd
you're
rather not
swimming.
experience
You're
that.
swimming in your own
are
little.
you telling me you're a squirter?
Yeah, essentially.
Oh,
Dude,
fuck.
I have
Fuck.
never ever
Not-
in my life
You
had the
two are
privilege.
cleaning up your shit mess.
Yeah.
I have
not
never
like-
had the privilege ever.
No, it's not like it's like blasting people in the face. It's just like it just comes out like like that. It's
Oh
like that
my
sound.
God.
No, but the thing is, it's like if I try to do both myself, I'll usually cramp out my forearm, and then I'm like, ah, fuck, and I
Dude.
and I'll come when I do that, and it sucks because I'm trying to hold my like crippled arm and then come at the same time, and it just doesn't work.
Oh my God.
All right, on to my
That's
story about the time
so
I
amazing.
I come the hardest.
Yeah.
It was like the first time I had ever like edged before. I was like, oh hey, you can do this. Thing. Dude, and
This is a thing.
I was edging for like 2 hours straight, and then I just sort of like tapped the tip, and it was like, like I was sitting down like at my computer, and like some dot on like the back of my chair. There was a little bit on the wall.
Dude.
There was like it was like all over my chest.
see, mine was also just from
But
edging.
that's something I have to comment on. Shaving your pubes makes cleaning up so much easier.
Oh my
Oh,
god, I
really?
hate when it like gets in your fucking hair. Like, ugh.
What I always do is like it's just like whatever. I'll shower tomorrow morning anyway.
Oh, that's
Speaking
gross.
of 2 hours, guess how
Like
long this
I'll wipe
podcast
it
is?
as best as I can, but
Oh,
it's
Very
just
long.
like,
This podcast is long. Dude,
if anybody who knows me listens to this podcast, hi.
Yeah,
What's,
same.
what's up?
Hello.
They
what's
already
bracket?
left
We'll
once they
see.
said you were a fucking class jerk off.
Yeah, you're a class jerk off, so it's pretty much out now.
Yeah.
You're a
You're a
class
class
jerk off.
masturbator. You're a
Class
class
A
masturbator.
jerk-off.
I'm creating a server group right now called
Yeah,
class,
I had
class
my
masturbator.
the worst.
Class
Like-
act.
I haven't had people recognize me from random places, but I have one of my friends posted on her Snapchat. We went out and I didn't drink or anything, but it was just like it was a fun night. Like we had some friends with us and
Error.
posted that shit to her her story. And I got to work the next day and it was just like bombards of like the people she talks to looking at me with a weird face like, hey, I saw that snap, and then like the eyebrows raising. It's the fucking worst. Like actually being recognized for some shady, creepy shit. Well, not creepy. It wasn't creepy, but for just stuff like that, it fucking sucks in person. It's the worst.
Oh, dude, now I really gotta take a piss.
I know. I need a pee so
Yeah,
bad. I've been
I know
like,
what
I've
that
been
means.
sitting. I've been sitting on my
Yeah.
foot.
Yeah,
Alright, we
I
got-
gotta pee as well, guys. Just give
we
me
have
a second.
How about we just
wait, no,
end
me
the
first. Me
podcast?
first. We
Let's-
got 5 people in
How
here.
about we just end the
We
pod?
can-
This is 2
I
hours.
think we can end it.
Yeah, this
am
is 2
I
hours.
think we should,
I
I think
am
we should make a close
drunk.
out.
I am ready to go to sleep.
I'm jacking off.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna jack
I'm
off
probably
too,
gonna jack
honestly.
off before I go to bed.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Same.
I'm not. I'm actually tired.
Well,
I
I
don't even need
have
to.
the day off tomorrow, so I can finally jack off and be good.
I don't. I have school and work tomorrow.
Oh, fuck you guys. I'm going hard in the taint.
Is anyone's
Hard in the taint.
Does
What?
anyone not have work on Saturday?
Oh no, I work
I
Saturday.
don't.
I'm going to Edmonton.
Is anyone gonna stay up late on Friday?
Oh wait, shit.
No, I'm leaving
Saturday.
tomorrow.
Actually, there's a thing happening. I don't know if I'll be on Saturday.
Yeah, or is anyone staying up late
All
tomorrow?
right, this isn't part of the podcast. Shut the fuck
Tomorrow?
up.